say silence is violence and then be silent when violence is happening in your favor.
Yeah,
But you see,
yeah,
Max,
it's crazy.
It's only violence against the things that I dislike.
Yes, true, real.
I know, but if silence is violence, I mean...
You see, silence is violence, but also speaking is violence, and so because you both did one of those things, I'm now going to shoot you because the real violence isn't violence. It's action. And action isn't violence.
Really? I can think of several extraordinarily violent actions.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes. Purple says, you guys have set up ads to maximum or something? No, that's all Twitch. I'm not a partner anymore, so I don't get to control that shit.
Where is this being? Is this in one of the chats
Hmm?
that I don't have
On
pulled up?
Twitch. Yeah.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
someone's using the Twitch chat.
Someone's using the Twitch chat, yep.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
You're an
Well, now I
affiliate?
have
Yeah,
to
it doesn't
boot it
mean I
up
have
just
control
to
over
see
the
this.
ads.
Yeah, I would say we can't control that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can tell them to do 3 ad. What? No, it doesn't. I fucking idiot. Fuck you. I'm an affiliate too, stupid. R word, R word. We say retard here. Thank you very much. Fucking R word.
Okay. Really making us look good there.
Field
They're the
mode
one.
view. What is this button? I don't want to touch this button. I don't know what this button does.
Okay, let's here.
This Phoenix needs to stop going in. My God.
Let's see. Creator dashboard. Analytics, monetization, ads. Okay, well, look, every single thing on the ad panel has the word new on it. And fuck you, Purple. Mine's set to low. Eat shit. You get paid 55% for running 3 minutes of ads. I had a 1 minute 30 ad. That sounds like a skill issue. I don't know what to tell you. Run a 1.5 ad break every 30 minutes is the current automatic manager. That's crazy. I'm getting a new ad blocker. Run 3 minutes of ads every 8 minutes. Jesus Christ.
That's
insane. Why? Who would ever do that?
The fact it's an option means someone out there is doing that.
Oh, yeah.
More ads than stream. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so I set it to run a half a minute of ads every 60 minutes. Because everyone knows you just don't get ads anymore. You don't get money from ads. Let me check my analytics. How do I pull up how much money I make?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about all this, all these pennies that we're never seeing the light of day of.
Yeah, I know, right? Twitch sponsorships. Oh wow, Twitch handles all my sponsorships for me. Amazing. Oh,
That
I
sounds
got no
awful.
invites.
No. Not
Yeah.
this channel.
Yeah, I could have seen that one coming. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, it's a shame Sign's not here. I can't do the bit with
What's the
Sign not
bet?
here. Asking Aura how many weeks I'm banning Sign for.
Oh, right. No, we were fine. We were fine.
Sneaky,
He
you're ruining the
behaved
bit.
himself. I know. Well, he also didn't show up for like an hour. Last patch. The patch notes sign band.
Last, I love that. Apparently, Atin and Max being gone means it's a new patch.
Yeah, well, I mean, we came back, so I guess patch notes. Atlanta's now cold. Atten brought cold from Chicago to Atlanta.
Bro, it is 20 fucking degrees out right now.
Oh, I'm aware.
Alright, fine, purple.
What are you doing?
I have invited purple.
Why have you done this?
Cause we need to increase the diversity of our stream.
God, you're going with this crap again.
I can't help but feel this is a poor decision.
What could go wrong?
All right, am I giving this one the guest role then?
Yeah, they get temporary guest star because
Oh boy.
we'll see how this turns out. They're a schizophrenic French woman, so we'll see how this goes.
This is a phenomenally poor series of ideas.
I don't know. I think this is a very progressive and welcoming stream.
I'm saying we're inviting a schizophrenic French woman on. This is a phenomenally poor idea.
So I
think
honestly
we-
cannot figure out how. Oh, analytics
God,
maybe.
no.
Revenue.
I'm
Here we go.
listening to him,
Payouts.
Trust me, there are much worse ideas he's had.
Oh wow, Max. We
What'd you
earned
find? Yeah.
30
no, wait, let me guess.
cents.
Oh. Oh, over how long?
Over the last pay period.
Isn't that like a year?
Yeah.
But we have 4 people that are subscribed.
Oh no, they don't subscribe anymore. We only have one person who's subscribed now.
Okay,
Let's see.
whatever.
Yeah, they stopped
Hello.
subscribing a while back. Hello, purple.
I am the diversity hire.
Indeed.
This is
So
unfortunate news.
this
You
is
have
the
chosen a
one
terrible
that
stream.
Arn isn't simping over.
What?
Yeah, this is the one Arn doesn't simp
Oh,
over.
oh yeah, Aden wasn't here for that whole discussion.
Oh,
he just
yeah,
got
he wasn't here
ambushed.
for
He
that.
just got flashbanged by that set.
Oh, yeah. So Arn invited 2 women to his private server to be his Discord kittens, and he decided to go with the one from the Philippines to simp over.
Do you want to tell him or should I?
Well, no, she's probably not using him for passport. Does Norway even do that?
Yeah, passport
Oh.
is a thing.
For
That was not
Norway?
what I was gonna say.
Oh. No, it's a
certain-
woman. No, it's a woman. It's a woman. It's not.
Press
it's not
X to doubt.
No, it's
It's
a
a
woman.
confirmed woman. No,
Yeah.
I know it's a woman. I know personal things about her. I
That
shall
sounds
not
vaguely
state them.
threatening.
Yes, it is.
Threatening.
Yes, no, that was very much intended. Yeah. But yeah, so let's read some fan fiction. I actually don't have too many stories about work right now because well, I mean everyone's kind of been just normally retarded instead of exceptionally retarded, so just gonna read some fanfic instead.
I would say, you know
Oh,
what? I
man.
do have a work-based complaint.
Okay, what's that?
Oh boy. Is it about the NGs?
Of course it is. It's always about them. Like, when is it not about them at my company?
When a vendor fucks you over.
True.
Surprisingly, I can't be too mad about that right now. Due to some decisions by our upper level management. Really, I can't get too mad about it. Because sometimes they're just like, yeah, just don't pay them. What do you mean don't pay them?
Wait,
That's
what?
how you lose. That's how you lose partnerships.
Don't pay their vendors? Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, they're like, what if you just didn't pay them?
This sounds like something that shouldn't be discussed on air.
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest.
doesn't really narrow down what company's doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, regardless of that, so the NGs. So today, I was asked to expedite something. This is fine.
Oh no.
This is part of my. This is quite literally my job description, right?
boy.
So nothing particularly bad there. However, it became a problem when I found out one of the parts was gonna have a very extended lead time. And by
Yeah.
very extended, I mean I was told I'm not getting it till December.
Right.
Because this particular part is listed as high pressure rated.
Yes.
And I looked at what it's doing. And I promise you, this machine does not need a high pressure cylinder.
Right.
So I was like, all right, guys, what are the options for, normal stuff? And they get me that. They get me the drawings. I send it off to engineering. And I'm like, hey, engineering, can we use this? And they're just like, no.
Okay.
Has to be high pressure. I'm going to send Max and Sneaky a message about what this thing is.
I'm gonna be mad, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
Elma, is this one of those situations where the engineering department is like, no, we need this at like 0.001 error correction, and then what they use it for was as a cup holder on the wall?
Man, I
Yeah.
just sent you what it is. You can't say it
Why
out loud.
do you need high pressure for that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. If
Yeah,
they're
okay.
insisting on that,
Yeah.
what did they
Yeah.
do to the machine that they weren't supposed to?
Yeah, I want to know what adjustments they've made to this machine that requires this.
Little did we know.
That's my question. How fucked did you just void the warranty? How much of the warranty?
Well, they are the warranty. They are the warranty.
Yeah, I was just saying, no, we're the warranty. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. How soon can we fire them?
True. Can't.
Not soon enough.
If you're insisting on a high pressure cylinder for that, you've done something you're not supposed to. I cannot for the life of me fathom why you would need something that is literally rated for high pressure for such a simple task.
My first thought was that like we were making some kind of air cannon.
Yeah,
I
that's
accept
fair.
that
Yeah.
because, when you're dealing with stuff like that, yeah, that makes sense. You want something rated decently well, especially if you want it to shoot really far, like say, I don't know, a large stadium.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But
Not
no,
for
we're not
what you
doing
just
anything.
said.
We're not doing anything remotely like that.
Yeah, no,
God,
that's
your engineers are like the poster children for why engineers as a whole are to be
despised.
laughed at, or to be pointed and laughed at.
I appreciate that Gray's new job is telling engineering to shut the fuck up and do it this way.
Oh my god! I wish we had someone to do that.
He's shared some of a couple things with us. Like, wow, Gray said something I now want to be part of, like my normal everyday language, which is second shift stupid.
Yes.
I need that
Factual statement.
I need
Everyone
that
can back that one up. Holy shit.
Oh man, Okay, look, you know what? I have another complaint.
I don't know what it is about second shift people, but they are fucking retarded.
Oh, they're a special brand of stupid, but this is not related to second shift people. This is something much different.
Uh-huh.
This is the special kind of stupid that you can only get from engineers.
Right.
So,
Oh no.
I
Okay.
was so what did we have happen a few years ago in the supply chain? The answer is massive disruptions that showed
Right.
how dangerous it can be to be single sourced, especially if your single source is overseas.
Right. Yes.
Yep. Something that had been called out for at least a decade and a half leading up to that occurring.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely. But,
Yeah.
nobody learns lessons in this world.
No.
As evidenced by my engineering department.
Yeah.
Because when we needed a valve, we could have selected a valve from a common component manufacturer. I can say this. SMC. They're very common. Lots of people use their stuff. Not
Right.
special. Me telling people I use SMC is like telling someone you own a Ford truck.
Right.
Okay, so we narrowed the list from 10 million to 5 million. All right.
He does
Exactly.
human trafficking.
No, I do procure.
Okay. Okay, so we've gone from 5 million to 1 million. Got it.
Yeah.
But we have expanded the list to include U.S. senators.
True. Yeah.
Anyway, so when we were searching, we found a common component from SMC. Now, this could do 90% of the tasks
Right.
for most people. Most people, right? Now, do you take that, or for the rare times when you need 70% instead of 80% of the performance, you need 100% of the performance. Do you select a valve manufacturer who only makes it in Italy and doesn't have a US distributor?
Artisanal valves. Let's go.
And we must therefore purchase it through our customer service offices in Poland.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. I see that. I see that. Yeah.
Oh,
By the way, Sneaky, technically the average age is probably closer to 34, because Sign really dragged that up.
yeah,
You're
he does.
right. Sign being 90 does really drag that up.
But yeah, so my rage is incandescent.
He's less than a century this stream.
Yeah, patch notes, they de-aged him.
But yeah, no, just my rage was incandescent on that one. Like, oh boy, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, so
and
actually,
that
that does remind me. Actually, I do have a little tiny story because you mentioned Italy, and that reminded me of our client.
Sorry, just the last thing. Just finishing this.
Oh no.
2 years ago, I brought this up when we selected this item.
Oh, excellent.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you were complaining to me about the item too, and I started pointing out, like, you guys have the facilities. You should really be focusing on making a generic cylinder that you can keep in stock for yourselves
Oh,
until more
yes,
from other
but-
A
places.
cylinder that must not be destroyed.
But today, guess what appeared on my expedite request list? That magic
the part that
artisanal
can't be.
valve.
The artisanal valve.
And guess what happened when I tried to expedite it with our dear friends in Poland?
They said no.
I was politely informed that they can't get it until March.
Amazing.
Oh, Purple doesn't know who signed it. Oh,
Who's
Oh,
signed?
you're very fortunate. You're very fortunate.
that
There's a chance I do because I've watched the podcast before, but
I
I can't remember names for the life
He's
of me.
the really obnoxious swamp Frenchman.
More obnoxious than you?
I'm not swamp
Okay,
French.
he's not a swamp Frenchman.
Yeah.
He's not from the Bayou.
He is the boomer that has had such horrible takes. He's managed to get a rise out of me on stream, no less.
He gets his own bingo
And
square.
that takes some talent.
You're not ready for my takes.
Indeed. But yeah, so that brings me to my tiny little story. So we have a client, and unfortunately, this client believes that they are IT certified.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Yes. So we were managing their stuff for a while, and then they decided, hey, let's actually change how this works, and we're going to just kick you guys out overnight from managing our email.
Yeah,
All
'cause
right,
that always
fine.
works.
I mean, it worked. We don't manage their email anymore. All right, fine. We don't care. Go ahead, manage your own email. And then he decided to take a month-long vacation in Italy.
Oh.
Oh, Arn just noticed to just join the server. Oh, good.
Ah, indeed. Good thing I'm sleeping. That doesn't look like sleeping to me.
That's
I would say that
impressive. Then
seems
these are
to
really
say-
coherent sentences.
Guys, Arn is a Pokemon. He used sleep talk.
Oh, of course. But God, IT.
Yeah. So he decided to just go on vacation in Italy for a month. And so they're calling in. They're like, "Hey, we have these new employees. We need these emails made. We need these permissions given." And we're just like, we can't do it. Why not? Oh, you told us not to. Yeah, but we need you to do it now. Yeah, but we can't do it. Why not? Oh, because the admin that kicked us off is in Italy right now vacationing. And we can't get permissions back until he gives them to us. Why? Because you removed them from us.
Do you understand how?
I want to
How
talk to a tier
computers work?
2. They get on the phone with the tier 2. We tell them the same thing. I want to talk to the manager. They get on the phone with the manager. They tell them the same thing. I want to talk to the account manager. They get on the phone with the account manager. The account manager tells them the same thing. Well, I don't think it should work like that. Yeah, well, you've removed
All
us
right,
from
I don't
managing
think
your shit.
taxes should work the way they do. I really wish that changed things.
They wanted to play this like fucking game where we only had management access whenever we needed to manage something for them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they thought that was gonna work. But it's actually funny that bringing Purple on actually increases our chance of being banned because she's a VTuber and Twitch hates VTubers.
Wait.
Wait, we're getting the VTuber debuff for this stream? Oh.
Yeah, this is
you're
the
getting
we gotta
the
we
wait.
gotta
buff. You have the
we gotta
buff,
ro-
bro.
our first VTuber.
Okay, no. Hang on. For that buff to apply, you have to be on camera and showing at least 2D boobs.
Usually I cut my model's boobs to be off screen.
Yeah,
When
Well,
I
see,
that
that's why
Twitch would
that's
ban
why
her
no one's ever heard
otherwise.
of you.
Bro, I have more average viewers than you'll ever have.
Cool. You've got 10 instead of 1.
No, I got like 2.
God damn, right for the throat.
Damn.
That was unnecessary.
And I will have
People
you know,
watching
we
my
used to
streams
have
than you
40
know.
viewers. Yeah, well, we used to have 40 viewers, and then Twitch nerfed us because we were too funny.
That's why you should read Shadow's fanfiction, by the way.
No, I don't think I will read Shadow's torture porn. I'm good.
But it's funny.
Not really. No,
It's
I'm
not
good.
torture though. Like I don't think it fits within the torture tag, honestly.
It's torture for me to look at, so
Yeah, that's the fun part.
no. Yeah, see, I'm good.
Yeah.
love it.
You're just
Sign's
weak.
not even here, and he's catching strays in the chat. Love it.
Oh, wait,
by the
wait,
way,
what do you mean he's getting
uh,
strays? Oh.
No, but all jokes aside, since you are in fact a VTuber guest, go ahead and throw your link in the Twitch chat for the all 0 viewers we have to plug
Yes.
yourself.
Yes,
we have
obviously,
links
she needs to
disabled
plug
in
herself
Twitch.
to the no one. She needs to plug herself to herself. Because,
Yes.
Well, we also have links disabled.
Oh, we do have
So-
links disabled. That's true as well. I mean, I thought it would just be funny
can't
if
we approve
she
it?
did it. No. I mean, maybe if we make her a mod or something, but I'm not doing that. So.
I don't trust me. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
we don't
channel
trust
gonna
anybody.
Ruin your channel?
It's
Yes.
It's probably. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was gonna. You just say it's probably because you're too lazy and don't remember how to do it. But no, all right, that works. It's only been 7 years since you modded someone.
Yeah.
I've never modded
Is
on
the-
Twitch.
I-
I don't moderate
Is
my own
this-
chat. I have other people to do it for me.
Man, I wish that was an option. Just get everyone to do shit for me.
Yeah.
How
I
much
know,
money
right?
you got, huh? Are we talking
I
like government money?
I don't pay that. I don't have any government aid.
I don't pay them.
I
That's-
just do slave labor. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Carry on then.
Yeah.
Glad you're carrying on the most noble of French traditions.
That's
Yeah.
It's really
Oh.
funny because that actually came up already on the SDM today.
Did it? Oh, right. I forgot.
Oh. Okay, so there's active talks about this currently in the background. Great.
Yes. Not about her being
I-
mods and her mods being unpaid. This was a completely different conversation where slave labor was brought up.
Oh my god.
But it wasn't really laborers. It was just the owning of slaves, to be fair.
Really doesn't help.
Ours his own! Wow, why could I have one?
Oh.
Just because Arn does something does not make it a good, moral, or really just palatable idea.
Oh, we weren't
You
talking
know,
about
I
Arn.
can give the last 45 seconds this. Not the worst thing to have ever come up in a discussion on this stream.
True.
that's
Speaking of
I see-
which, Bleach
I'd
Fix.
like to thank someone for linking the evidence.
Yes.
Oh, hey. Thank you, Aura. I always appreciate you providing the deets.
All right, so this
I'd like
is
to-
actually the last day of sign L's. So go ahead and
Yeah, I was about to
Mark
say we
that
should be
off.
pretty close to the end of those stocks.
yeah, we are reaching the end of our L stocks. Unfortunately,
Don't
once
worry.
again,
It's
I
only
do
a matter.
not have
It's only a matter of time till we bank them
sign
back up.
L's. Yeah, I know. So this is the Bleach section. So I got a good feeling about getting bingo here. I got a good feeling about this. Changing of the guard. Ishigo wakes up to find himself as the new Rio. I don't know what the fuck that is. He will have to adapt, but so will Ryoko for their new king. Okay, so it's listed as a romance parody story. More ads. Well, you know. Let's see. Wow. Oh, we got some semicolons here. Is that a... No, that's a normal... That's an N dash. That's not an M dash. Damn. Okay, so it looks like this person might just be naturally stupid.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
natural
lots
stupidity.
of
Relatable.
he strained. The conflict of will against body, evident as half of him tangled, other half pressed deeper into bed.
What?
Inone.
What? Is he a fucking knight who says knee?
What?
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
You almost certainly are, but it's not related to this.
Okay, let's look at this one here. What is with what is with this rash of stories that are all just Ichigo becomes Soul King? Hollow King Pact. My wives are the royal guard. What is this? A fucking Japanese manga?
Well, okay, I mean, in the strictest sense of the word, yes.
Dealing with ghosts and third-rate thugs was my routine. Seeing a Soul Reaper in my room fighting a giant hollow was intense. But this is paperwork hell. I thought my only problem controlling the psycho living in my head. I thought my only problem was controlling the psycho living in my head. Turns out my real destiny is to be Ground Zero, a fancy name for walking catalyst who needs to bond spiritually to women. And the rest of their summary gets cut off because they didn't pay attention to the maximum character limit on the fanfiction.net summary restrictions. Yep. Yeah.
Sounds like a good start.
This it's gonna be a great story. It's they started it off with 6,000 words.
Well, it's rated M.
Oh, good. It's one of those stories
Oh my god.
where it's just endless back and forth dialogue. Bonding.
It's like just it's
Right.
self roleplay.
It
Yeah,
kind
pretty
of
much.
is. Yeah. Yeah. So the area of a triangle is base times height, then what? Divide by 2 Ichigo? I've told you 3 times. Karen didn't look up from her phone. No, Yuzu said that. You said Google it. Ichigo tapped the eraser against his math notebook. This is useless. Why do I have to know this? So you don't end up cleaning toilets, Karen muttered. Well, actually, cleaning toilets, depending on where you're working, is actually
I would
quite
say
profitable.
highly profitable.
I think the math is fun, said Yuzu quietly, pushing a strand of hair away from her own book. Wait, why is her book
Okay.
hairy?
Yeah, Eldritch textbooks?
I guess, yeah.
But no, I
probably
just
going
look.
downhill.
I gotta point this out here.
Yeah.
Karen was not a bad student ever.
Yes. No.
Like,
Oh, they're not saying Karen's a bad student. This is Ichigo not being able to do his schoolwork.
but Ichigo was also a good student.
Yes. But you see, this is a fan fiction, so therefore the author can't comprehend the idea of someone doing good in school.
Man,
Yeah.
you fuckers need help.
So anyway, garbage dialogue no one cares about. Garbage dialogue no one cares about. A low sound, a harsh noise of something dragging. What is that sound? What? The sound. The sound that we all just heard. The wind. There is no wind tonight, Ichigo said.
The wind.
standing
What
up.
is this? A Skyrim guard?
Skr crunch! This time it was louder. The ice vibrated slightly. A dull vibration that was felt in the floor. Okay, that wasn't the wind. Ichigo. Yuzu got up
That
from
was
her chair.
Wind. Oh my fucking god.
One line.
The height of dialogue.
I have a bad feeling. Calm down.
I'm.
It's just a pipe. Crack.
I would like
the
to
sound came from
apologize to the
upstairs.
French individual in our chat.
Oh no,
for
she
being
reads no. The
subjected
level
to
of
this.
shit that she no, she deserves this. Okay, first off, let's just be clear here. She deserves everything that happens to her, and she'll enjoy half of it.
Yeah, I enjoy it very much. I love garbage fanfics.
Okay, well that explains why you're here then at least.
Yeah, I do read a lot.
The sound came from upstairs, a sharp crack and unmistakable noise of wood splitting. Ichigo, wake up. Karen's voice wasn't bored anymore. It was sharp. I'm already awake, Karen. I'm trying to. There was a second crack, this time much louder, followed by the unmistakable sound of wood window frame splitting in two. It's in the house. It's in the house. Yuzu ran to Karen, grabbing her arm. Yuzu, calm down. Behind me. Close your eyes. Karen pushed Yuzu behind her, though she was shaking herself. Stay there, Ichigo yelled. He took the stairs 3 at a time, noticing the air felt wrong. It was incorrect. Hello, he called out, feeling stupid. Yeah, that was pretty fucking stupid. Should I put this stream in my Discord? Hey, if you want to advertise it, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend advertising it. That you're going to be giving yourself the kiss of death, but we appreciate it.
I have bad people there.
Okay, that
I
can
doubt
mean
it.
any number of things.
Don't read that out loud. Fuck you.
Not only does Sneaky not have
Oh, this is how I know I'm dealing with someone not used to your bullshit, Sneaky. They didn't include that in the first sentence.
listen, Sneaky's like a journalist. You have to start with off the record. That's how it works.
Oh yeah, sure, Phoenix, hit us with your new round of Royal Road ads. That's always a good laugh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for the meme,
What?
Aura.
What's that?
Royal Road?
Yeah.
It's another website.
Oh boy,
Ugh.
it's a slop website.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, but no. I mean, sort of, but yes. So basically, Royal Road is an Amazon semi-partner where you can publish your fanfic and normal fic within the realms of restriction. They don't like sex stories. You can have stories with sex in them, but you can't.
Yeah,
post
I was gonna say. I mean,
sex.
you definitely can. There's definitely people that do that, and there's definitely the people that make a lot of money doing that.
Really? Because that's what I remember. They denied Sign's story, saying that they believed he would have too much sex in his story.
I don't know which story that was. So,
Isekai Normie. He had some AI-generated kobold creature on the front cover, and they're like, we think your story's gonna have too much sex in it, so we're denying this story.
we have definitely seen worse on that website. We have
Yes.
definitely seen worse on that website.
Maybe they've
Yes.
just started doing research on who he is.
Yeah, well, he's
'Cause that
at
seems
least
like a
got
valid- that seems
he's
a
at
valid
least
worry
got
with him.
one hater in the mod team on that website.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
We've heard the stories.
Yeah. But
Now,
yeah,
I
so
mean,
Royal
look,
Road.
The thing I'll say is, it's not like the mod is wrong to hate him. It's just they hate him for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
I think
But yeah, it's a really weird website because unlike the forums that fanfiction get posted to, it's got this culture of algorithm to it. It's kind of like a combination of
Oh.
fanfiction.net and YouTube. And so you get these
yeah.
people who like create strategies of promotion where like they'll post one chapter every single day for 3 weeks straight, and then they like will only post a chapter a month after that because the first 3 weeks are all the algorithm cares about for update rates and stuff like that. And so you just get these really weird just
Yeah.
and the ads are just fucking awful as well.
Maybe it's
but, like- Go ahead.
It's good for like one shots and stuff. Maybe.
No, it's more for people trying to make actual books
Yeah. Well, and like the
because
problem is,
the popular stories will get picked up by Amazon to publish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. and like
Yeah.
the problem is, like, there's been some genuinely great stuff to come out of there, like Beware of Chicken.
Yeah, but Beware of Chicken was initially posted on QQ.
Right, but the guy he moved it to Royal Road pretty quick. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
You know, credit to this one singular Royal Road ad. At least they tell me when the character they're trying to entice me with is actually introduced. But it's
Oh.
not at the very end of the story, presumably. Unless
yeah.
chapter 11 is where the story ends.
A
Which would be
gift or
hilarious.
punishment, you decide. A gothic slow burn mystery horror. Okay. The main
Oh boy,
character,
you've just got a lot of
demons,
shit up
human
there, huh?
souls. I mean, a lot of these are just like average, like they're like the kind of memes I would see on Imgur and be like, "Damn, that person posting them must be 45."
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I do kind of like that third one down, the "This is safe, right? Trust me, bro" one. That's not bad.
Yeah, that one's pretty
I wanna
funny.
look at that story.
Yeah, that
But just because, like, that's very much situational things where we both had this exact interaction on both sides, Sneaky.
I would just say, I might click that one. I gotta say, I think one of the funniest things that happened on Royal Road so
wow,
far, though,
this is peak women humor. Holy shit.
oh boy.
Witches,
Well,
boys,
luckily
and
we
other
have
monsters. No more jokes
luckily we
about
have
your
a
hair
single
then.
woman.
After that one I just made. Sorry. Be careful where you point that sarcasm.
I don't get it.
What?
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I'm not really sure
That
what that's supposed to mean.
That feels
Especially-
AI generated.
As I said, peak woman humor.
And like,
Especially because, like, neither of them has bad hair. At least that I
Yeah,
can see from the garbage
I mean,
AI
the
picture.
AI generated hair, yeah.
but like the way the bubbles are made, it implies that there's a pause in the middle of her sentence, as if she was letting someone talk, but she's not.
Yes.
Like, I don't.
Okay, I mean, this one's not terrible. What I'm really sketchy about is the second main character. So this one, the advertisement of Ever Never, the creators arrive. What if your tabletop RPG came to life, including The Grudges, a lit RPG saga, where two friends find themselves trapped in a fantasy realm influenced by their tabletop past and hunted by someone in it? Yeah, okay, fine, fair enough, right? Maybe the villain's like hunting them down for making them lose or something, whatever, right?
Okay, here's the problem.
Yeah.
We've already done this. It's called It's called Recreator. It was on Amazon. It was
Yeah.
a decent anime that
Yeah.
had some good music.
Yeah. Well, see, like the thing
I
is,
had a
right?
couple really amazing scenes too. Great
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm skeptical.
It had some pretty good
of-
fights. I'll give it that too. But like,
Yeah. Yeah, it did. I'm
Stories
I'm
been
I'm
done
just
several
skeptical of
times.
multiple main character stories. Multiple friend inserts or like any story that's supposed to have multiple main characters in it. I'm very skeptical of, simply because a lot of people don't know how to handle it, right?
It
Well,
is
yes.
hard. The more characters you have, the more characters you want to show, really, the harder. it
Well,
is.
yes, but it's also like your main character is primarily supposed to be the only person technically showing initiative, right?
Mm.
Because it's a story. It's not real life.
Yeah.
You are telling a story for the purpose of showing this main character's journey, and it would be like if you're telling Aragon's story and you want every character to have initiative, and it's like, okay, well, Galbatorix comes down and beats Aragon's ass in chapter 3, and then the story's over.
Galbatorix goes, "Oh shit, another Dragon Rider!"
Nuke that bitch.
and stomp.
Yeah, and so it's like the Emperor, right? The Emperor getting involved in Star Wars. The Emperor getting involved within the first 20 minutes of Star Wars, the fourth movie, right? If your main characters aren't the only ones with initiative, then you are actively going to fuck yourself over at some point because you're going to have some big plot build up that your main character is finally going to get to, and then you're going to be like, oh shit, wait, it's going to get ruined by this character doing this thing over here, and they're
Yep.
going to ruin the ability for the main character to do this thing. And then you're going to lose track of plot threads, you're going to lose track of a whole bunch of shit. The more characters you have being proactive effectively. And
Yeah.
then it also comes to the case of your main character typically is less experienced than the people they are fighting. Typically. Because, underdog, underhero, you're telling a story of rising, you're not a story of, falling 90% of the time. And so if your character is the one getting punked by everyone, because they're all sitting there figuring out, like, oh, I can fucking jailbreak magic if I do this into this spell, and then do, what if, I don't know, it would be like, again, we'll just use Aragon, right? What if in Aragon, people just started using Aragon's heart snapping trick before Aragon could come up with it, and so Aragon dies in, book one?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically that's very realistic, but not very
Yeah.
enjoyable to read.
But honestly, I think
mean,
it's more of a skill issue.
It's a better ending than the real
Yes.
Aragon.
True. But, and so, the problem always will then come is when you have multiple main characters, eventually you're going to have to prioritize one of them. And usually, and so you either end up in a situation where one character becomes the sidekick, or one character becomes the antagonist. And this isn't intentional on the author's side. This is just something that's going to happen because if you're trying to write two people with their own motivations, eventually those motivations, one's going to be subsumed by the other, or it's going to clash.
Yeah, that's why you do it with intention. Like you know what you're doing if you're writing. Like maybe you should
Right.
try to know what you're doing.
Well,
I don't know.
Oh, we don't do that here. We don't do that here.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore on the internet. Yeah, after 10 years, 20 years of hug boxing, we don't do writing standards anymore. Writing standards are apparently racist according to Reddit.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't know why either, but apparently
no, we're not going into that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying when I was talking on the R Fanfiction Reddit, I said in response to someone saying that it's the people's own fanfics, it's their expression of themselves, let them do what they want. And I responded with something like, but shouldn't we have standards for what's posted publicly, like generally grammar stuff, right? And they're like, no, having grammar standards is racist. And I was just like, huh?
Well,
that's a crazy leap.
Damn, I'm the most racist guy in existence then.
Apparently.
Like, I can't spell either. Like,
Yeah.
How is that a race thing?
I don't know, but apparently, according to them, it is. Which again, it's another one of those wild scenarios of I didn't say it. They're the ones that said it.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Yeah.
True, in this instance, Sneaky did not say it.
Yeah, but yeah. So there is that's why I'm fucking always ranting about this shit these days because it's just like these people enter in. Like there's one story I'm worried about. It's been a good story so far. And it's actually like this, the Ever Never story, but it's sort of how to put this
in words.
Worse. But
in words.
Yeah. So basically the premise of this story is a D&D group of 30 to 40-year-olds, longtime D&D group, longtime D&D group friend. They get contacted by a company because they submitted for it. Obviously, like the company didn't contact them first. Like the company had an ad out and said, "Hey, any veteran D&D players, please contact us. We want to play test the game." They contacted them. The company reached back out to them, and the company was like, "Hey, make your characters. We're gonna have one of our devs run a session for you guys, so you can let us know your opinions on our game and any changes we should make to it, and blah 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 blah. And we'll pay you at the end of it all, right?" And so they're interested. They want a payday. They want to play a new game. So it's all good. And turns out, surprise, the company is an interdimensional company, and they send them into the world of the tabletop instead of playing the tabletop as their characters that they set up beforehand. And this is kind of funny, right? It was funny at first because it was all the classic tropes of your D&D group. The one guy who always plays wizard no matter what the setting is. The one guy who's always min-maxing. Taking as many flaws as possible to get as many points for his character as possible.
Oh, yes.
The one guy who always plays a girl. The married couple who always plays a married pair of characters that complement each other. It was all the classic tropes of D&D groups in their 30s. And so they end up in the world as their characters, and not just as their characters, but with their characters' backstories in their heads, with all their characters' skills. So it's not like they're just stumbling around. And the story has followed the main character, James Lee, the whole time so far. And it's only done an interlude of each of the other characters up until this point. Finally, after like 3 years, they've finished the final interlude to the last of the group. But this is what made me concerned. Well, because like the idea is that all of these characters were scattered about the world,
right?
And so it's been mainly focusing on the main character so far, James Lee, and his goal has been the whole time to get as much fame as possible so he can basically be a beacon for all of his friends to find him, because he's also one of the only ones that is the most stable when it comes to this whole situation. Because, obviously you have the flaw guy who is in a totally fucked situation. You have Mr. Wizard who didn't pay attention to anything of the setting and just wanted to be a wizard, so he doesn't know anything. The other two didn't really pay attention and just let him pick where they should go. And, all these, like, various things. And so he's like, well, shit, if anyone's going to be the famous guy to gather up his team, it's going to be me, because
God knows you idiots aren't going to.
I have friends, but God, are they incompetent. Yeah. And it's been good so far.
I know for a fact that if Sneaky if I ended up trapped in some kind of D&D-esque world with Sneaky, it'd be very easy to find Sneaky.
Look, look, I'm like a hard drive. I'm either going to die in like the first 3 months, or I'm going to live for like 50 years.
But here's the thing, right?
There's no in between.
I'm going to start trying to find rumors of like
Fire.
A crazy bomb goblin alchemist or something.
Indeed.
Because that'll lead me to Sneaky.
Yes. But the issue came to a head because so far all of the interludes had been fairly passive characters that could slot nicely into the current narrative as sidekicks to the main character, right? So they join the main cast, but they're not main characters, right? Then the most recent interlude happened in where they introduced the guy who likes to play girl characters, who is now a girl. And
Okay.
they went kind of crazy as their character.
That would happen if you were suddenly jettisoned into the other.
Less
okay.
that, yeah. So the author hand waved it as actually they're now who they wanted to be all along. But the kind of crazy part is that this company is a entertainment company. And what they cater to is adult rating. So violence and sex is what they reward their players for encounters. So beating up a group of thugs rewards XP and skills, but also having sex has XP and skills. And so this guy, who's now a girl, skilled up their character to be this slutty spy, effectively. And so they entered into the world with these slutty spy skills. And like I said, they went kind of crazy and now are planning to go to James Lee and brainwash him into loving her because she's finally got the body to love him with.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So
for a good antagonist, I guess?
Yes, except the main plot of the story is that they can only leave this world if all of them are able to complete the main quest alive.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
I mean, you could just,
Yeah.
There's option. I mean,
yes. Yeah, I know.
D-Limbed is still alive.
True. But yeah, so it brought up my concern of this felt like a counter plot to the main character in a way that was going to cause pointless drama. Because I hate player on player drama. It's the most boring kind of drama.
And like here's the problem. Like if there's a legitimate reason for it, beyond someone's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, great. That can be interesting. Like when the point in Code Lyoko when someone got brainwashed just for an episode. I'm not talking about when Travis, whatever the.
Oh wow, that really narrowed it down. Someone got brainwashed in an episode.
William. That's happened.
Oh yeah, it's right. Purple would know about Code Lyoko. You would know that, but yeah, it's French.
Not how that works, Sneaky. Anyway,
no.
Sneaky. By the way, when did you take my shtick of heavy armor and big shields? Because apparently that's how Atin could also find you in the D&D world.
Oh, that was in Faceless's campaign, where I was playing with a bunch of retarded children, including Aura. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to be the group tank because none of them understand what damage is.
Okay. So you got to play my role for a short time.
Yes.
That's good.
Also, I'll just put this out there for the group. If for whatever reason we all end up trapped in some alternate, look, I don't care if it's a game world or we're all sent to Pokemon or we're all sent to 40K, whatever. We all agree to just use these names. Then I'll just go looking for someone who's named himself Sneaky Devil, right? I'll go looking for someone who's named himself Max Force. You'll look for someone who's named himself Atin. And if we find someone else who's got that name,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be looking for people. I'm gonna see if I can just set up a shop and just retire at the ripe old age of whatever.
Max over here being like, "Fuck y'all."
I'm not doing that adventure life. I'm not going search for anything. I'll put an ad in the paper.
I remember
And
that.
Max over here being like, should I join Sneaky and adventuring? Thinks about everything he's done with Sneaky so far. You know what? No, 'tis a silly thought.
Oh no!
I'm
See,
gonna
here's
become an
here's the
NPC.
counterpoint though. Max, you only have to get through like level 5, and then you can retire. And I'm not being facetious. Like, truly.
Yeah, I'll be a level 15 merchant by the time you guys find me.
I feel like Sneaky
Sadly-
would depose a kingdom in a month. Like I said, dude, I am like a hard drive. I'm either dying in 3 months or not dying at all. Like that's just how it goes. I am
He's all about that
incapable of
silicon
not.
lottery.
True. I'm incapable of not escalating a situation.
We know.
I feel like this might be shocking information to some people.
I play Dota
Yeah.
with you. I'm well aware.
You know, it's funny. Even when he's not trying to escalate the situation, someone will do it for him. It just happens.
I'm way too scared of everything to be useful. Hey, you know, I look at it like this, right? You end up in another world with powers. One of two things just happened. You died, and you got isekai'd. Which means there's a system out there to isekai people. Which means dying might not actually be that bad now. Number 2. A random omnipotent being thought it would be funny. Which means you better make that second life fucking entertaining for them. It's, what's that wager? Was it Pascal's wager or something?
I don't believe that's Pascal's wager.
Whatever the wager is, I'm not going to believe in God, but I'm going to be a good person, because if God exists and I'm a good person and they're a good God, then I will be, pardoned effectively because I was a good person. But if they're a bad God and I was a good person and they punish me for not worshiping them, then they didn't deserve my worship. But if I'm a good person and there isn't a God, then I don't get any punishment because I'm just dead. So it's better to...
Well, it looks like it was Pascal's wager.
Okay.
Huh. Never mind.
It
I
was
stand
you
corrected.
should strive to live a lifestyle as if believing in God, because if there is no God, okay, cool, blank void, who cares? If there is a God, dodged a few million bullets with that one.
Yeah, right. Pascal's wager breaks down if you think about it for too long. Yeah, well, I'm just using it as a surface level talking point of, if you get isekai'd, something isekai'd you. Whether that was an unfeeling system that's always going to isekai you, or that was a random omnipotent being who only isekai'd you because they thought it'd be funny. It's in your best interest to make that second life interesting, just in case it is the random omnipotent being, because maybe they'll isekai you again if you die again. But if you're not interesting and you die, and it was a random omnipotent being, then you're kind of just fucked. And if it was the system, then you get isekai'd again and there's no problem.
Well, I'd just be dead and I wouldn't care.
Or you just die and you don't care. But
Yeah,
this is generally assuming that you want to live continuously.
Why would you want that? One life's already a lot.
I mean, if I got to go visit other worlds with wild powers and, fight dragons, I would probably be okay with that.
I'm not into fantasy. Maybe that's why I don't.
Listen.
Listen.
Fight cyber dragons. I don't care. Just
Yeah,
shoot
okay,
suns
look.
with starships.
You know, it would be neat to run a restaurant in one of those worlds that specializes in like weird monster meat. Like, hey, if you're lucky, I just
Oh,
fought a
Max
dragon
over
last
here
week.
wanting to play,
Sticks.
wanting to run Dungeon Meshi.
Max over here wanting to be the cook in Monster Hunter.
Man, listen, I'm planning all the ways I can avoid the adventuring life in those worlds. Alright, I can get in that. I'm not going to fight the Demon Lord. I'm not going to become a king. I
Go
just wanna
fight
be
the
left
dragon
alone.
with a meat cleaver. You're gonna be harvesting some live meat off of it.
Alright, listen, if I get a buff as long as I'm holding a meat cleaver, I'll consider it.
That's fair. That's
Maybe.
fair.
Max, your buff is that you get to hunt people that enter the sewers.
What is he, a sewer goblin?
That's an awful buff.
No, it's Dark Souls.
Yeah, I was
Because
about
while
to
you think
say,
there's no loss in one route, the fact that you're changing your nature can inherently be a loss. Similarly, if you get isekai due to a rounding error, but you act like you need to make your life interesting for a god, you're more likely to get in situations where you end up disfigured or dead. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. But at the end of the day, it'd be fun. You know? And I kind of
or
already
the
did the
typical
boring life the
gotcha
first
gamer
time around.
response.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I already did the boring life the first time around, you know? So, if you cannot put magic in my hands, you cannot put magic, you cannot put the ability to cast fire inside of my hands and expect me to not burn down at least one forest.
I mean, I think we can, but knowing your lack of impulse control.
That's a complete. What are you talking? There is. This is unacceptable. Anyway.
But yeah, listen, like, for me, it's just gonna depend on what have I ended up in D&D? Yeah, we're gonna go do the fun shit. We're gonna adventure, we'll fight some goblins, we'll loot a few caves, we'll hit level 10 and then we'll retire. I don't need to be drizzed.
True.
Okay?
True.
Like, reach level 10, that's enough.
Adventuring sounds fun and all to fantasize about, but to actually do it would be very dangerous and probably not as fun as our romanticized versions. Yeah. I'm not exactly averse to danger.
Yeah, that's why I'm
But, like,
planning the merchant cook route.
If you're transported into another world, like, it would be stupid to assume that you're just above the average person who can, like,
Oh no, I
literally
wouldn't
live their
assume that.
life and, like, fight goblins by themselves.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
no.
I wouldn't go running
No one
off,
said
being like,
doing
"Oh,
that alone. D&D
Yeah.
is designed to be done with it'd be like find
Yeah.
some people, make sure that, you know, they're reasonably competent.
I'm not gonna get stabbed in the back." Yeah, you know.
There's no way I can trust someone that much.
That's fair.
I pity you deeply then.
Yeah.
I can only pray if I get
sure.
reincarnated in the D&D, I get better stats than I do now. My RNG was bad. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, that is the caveat, right? You know, if I am directly copy pasted into some fantasy world, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be doing adventuring life.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
You know,
like if they take current Atin and they copy paste current Atin, I'll be like,
I mean, I'll try and figure out some magic shit.
Revolutionize the supply chain industry.
Right. But yeah, I'll try and figure out some magic, but I'm not going to do adventuring.
Let's make prestidigitation work for me.
Yeah, I can't fucking, you know, like I had to take some cardboard out to the trash, which is like a half a mile down because apartment block, and I was huffing and puffing by the time I got back into the house, and it's like it wasn't heavy. I wasn't struggling to carry it. It's just my fucking lungs are just dusted.
That's really funny.
That
You know?
I feel like you're understating that, Sneaky.
Yeah, you should.
I really
more,
do feel like
really.
you're understating how rough your lungs are at this point. Honestly, I think it's kind of a miracle that you didn't croak after your first 2 cigars.
I'm amazed
actually,
you
my
consistently
breathing
went
got
back
better
for
after that.
additional ones.
Well, my breathing gets better when I do
wow.
it, so.
He didn't consistently go back. It's like maybe a once or twice a month deal with him. Has been since the start.
Once a week, but yeah.
Yeah, the
Uh,
drugs I
I'm
take, they make me better. Trust, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I got lung damage due to mold and shit, and cigars don't interact with the mold all that well. So yeah, it gets easier to breathe when I smoke a cigar.
Don't you have like
I mean, it's not the
an
weirdest thing to
inhaler
hear.
or something?
No, I'm allergic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sneaky's got one of those bodies that's trying to kill
Yeah.
itself, but it was simultaneously built too tough, so it can't.
Man, if I was sent into an isekai world, I'd be like, you can't. Come on, at least fix my brain damage. That's not my fault.
Right.
Same, bro.
Like, listen. I had nothing to do with my noggin getting damaged, okay? I was born with a cyst, and the only thing I got out of it was a hole in my skull and an interesting story.
What's
Well, and some really hilarious
brain does,
interactions when you accidentally walk into a chair because your depth perception's non-existent.
Well,
No,
okay, to be fair, I also get to make an I also get to ask people the incredibly awkward question of, do you want to touch my hole?
Oh yeah, that's a funny question.
There, Atin, you should get that printed onto a shirt.
Like,
And
the
of
brain
course-
does crazy stuff. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you could like be able to do a full recovery of that kind of stuff.
But I mean, yeah, so that is assuming
Unfortunately,
that,
the coolest
we're
thing
not
I can do is
hypothetical.
roll my eyes completely into my head, and if I'm willing to give myself the wickedest fucking migraine in existence, I can leverage the fact that my eyes don't work together to look in two different directions for about 1 fucking second. And then my
True.
brain goes, I'm not supposed to do this. Migraine.
Just
I
remember, if
think
you get
Vlad
isekai, you
really
don't have
has
the
a
extra bone
migraine.
durability. Well, no, that's not true. If they just turn back the clock to me being younger, I won't have lung damage anymore. My lung damage isn't from genetics. My lung damage is from my parents putting me in a basement filled with mold and then not listening to me for 3 years about it.
How
Yeah.
old were you?
Oh, I was a teenager.
Damn, that's rough.
Middle or
Yeah.
high school, I think, is
Yeah.
how it normally goes.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, that's just
On the one
basically my
hand,
entire
like,
life. Pretty
the-
much all of my medical issues are entirely because I told someone about my medical issue, and they said, no, you're lying, you're just a kid. And then, 10, 15 years down the line, it turns out I wasn't lying, and now I have permanent medical disability from it. So,
Wow, same, brother.
Ooh. I would just say,
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm
Listen to
happy.
fucking
I'm
children.
lucky in that my permanent medical damage is because people cared. Sneaky's is
Yeah.
because people didn't care.
yeah.
Most of my issues also are because of that.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, because, I'm blind as well. I'm blind
Hmm.
because the doctors wanted to make money off of my mom, so they lied to her about what my problems were with my eyes and got her to pay for like 7 more surgeries on my face.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And then they lied to her for 12 more years, getting her to put damaging chemicals into my other eye.
That really fucking sucks.
And they wouldn't listen to me for the entire time. And my mom... This is funny for me looking back, because all I can do is laugh at it, because otherwise I'm going to start punching people. And I can't do that, so I can only laugh at it.
That's true.
But-
You only have the lung capacity for about 4 swings.
True. My mom, I got sitting down with my mom and we were talking about, when I was a kid and stuff like that with her, and she was like, yeah, you always screamed a lot whenever we put the drops in your eye. I'm like, yeah, Mom, it's because you were blinding me. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you were blinding me. That's why I was screaming to not put the drops in my eye. It's because I couldn't see when you did. But they were supposed to help you. Well, they weren't. Why didn't you tell us? I did.
What?
You held me down as I screamed and thrashed.
The hell does she think the screaming was?
I just thought you didn't want to do it. I didn't, because it blinded me.
It's really sad. Like, parents that don't listen to their kids like that, it's awful.
It's unfortunate because, I mean, my mom had a debuff from the start because her dad raised her under the whole boomerism of, I'm an adult, so therefore I'm right with whatever I say. And so she basically tried to transplant that onto when she was raising me. And anytime she couldn't answer a question I had, it was, shut up, I'm an adult, I'm right, don't question me, you're a kid.
Yeah, it really sucks.
So, like, there's also a time when I was like 14 that I went up to my dad and I was like, hey, Dad, I have a strep throat. And he's like, no, you don't. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I have strep throat. 3 days later, I have strep throat. We go to the doctor. The doctor's like, damn, you have strep throat really bad. You're gonna like not gonna be able to talk for a whole week. If you had come like 2 days ago, we would have been able to give you medicine to fix this. Then I had to look at my dad.
There's a chance that your parents were just like, bonus.
No. See, the problem is the bigger problem is, well, I can't just flat out hate them. Is that they cared? They're just retarded.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Based on some of the things you've said about certain family members, I wouldn't say that's care.
My dad and mom cared. Never said my step-parents cared. My stepdad did care though. He cared a lot, but again, was retarded. He was good stupid.
I prefer that smart.
Good stupid.
The line is good stupid. We talk about how generations work in cycles and how reactions on one side create equals and opposite reactions, and despite modern day generations starting with you being very soft, it's important to remember why. Oh yeah, totally. And you know, it's like I told my parents, they're like, why aren't you gonna get married? And I was like, well, you fucked me up. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you fucked me up. You fucked up. You're not getting grandkids.
Yeah.
Oh, see, my reasoning is simply that my parents did an okay job raising me. I know for a fact I will be a miserable parent. Like, come on, Sneaky, let's be honest. Would you trust me with a child to keep, protect, and raise?
Yes.
I mean, like,
You
more
choose
than
yours.
some people I know.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That's a bad example. Sneaky knows some awful caregivers. Some really awful caregivers.
I mean, you could do worse.
You asked the wrong person about that.
That's true. I did.
that one's on you.
That was me. Max.
Honestly, there's no like right way to.
I'm just gonna let you know
parents,
now, Atin, you're asking a second wrong person.
No, but like,
You're the one named Saint.
Well,
that doesn't make me one. That's just a joke in the small community we have. In all seriousness, though, like, I would trust you with it because you have a sense of responsibility and a strong sense of morals. That would compel
like I
you
said,
to act.
you could do worse.
But I hate them.
You hate
That
children?
doesn't change the. Okay, that doesn't change the fact that you would still be compelled to do your best. Also, you're not shy about asking people around you who have experience, hey, kid's got this situation. What do I do?
True.
Like saying
And
that you don't want because you don't want kids because you think you might do a shitty job is already like a lot better of a mindset than most people who have children because they think it's what they're supposed to do.
Well, I mean, there's also a lot of people out there that have children because they don't know how children are made, and then they had lots of sex, and then they were surprised when the children got made.
Yeah,
that's
US based.
Hey, it's not just
Says
a US
the French.
problem. I was gonna go after China, but yeah.
What's that noise, Sneaky?
Oh, I'm
See,
filling my
of course,
dehydrator.
Japan has the opposite problem.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the fucked work system.
Well, I mean, yes. Yeah, that is related. If I talk more about what the real reason is, I'll probably get banned from Twitch. But, no, I mean, like, there was an anime that there was posted in the SDM recently, and, like, holy shit, like, if that's the standard of main character that's supposed to be identifiable with the current generation of men,
Oh, yeah, the
Jesus Christ. And so it's this dude.
My bad.
It's this new anime about this dude who, at some point, shows up in Isekai world and saves this wolf girl from being hunted by telling the hunters that it's not the wolf girl they're looking for because she's his wife or some shit, right?
Okay, for a second I thought we were getting a redux of Spice and Wolf, and I was interested.
Yeah, no. So the guy proceeds to get a room with her at the end, to his protest. Because, I don't know why. But, yeah, so anyway, he is going to go to sleep, and then she's like, oh, you should come sleep in my bed. So they have two singles, by the way, as well. Two singles on the other side of the room.
Which is what you would do if you just met someone.
Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, also, from her perspective, this dude just swooped in, said she's his wife, saved her life, and then bought her a room, and she's, like, totally down for it. She's like, holy shit, 100% yes, let's go. And on the other hand, he's like, okay, well, you know, there's a process to this. I'm gonna sleep outside.
Okay.
And it's just like, I fucking hate that shit. Like, holy shit, it's like look. I can get not hopping in the bed with her. I totally understand it, right? But you can at least sleep in the same room as her on the opposite side of the room in a different bed.
Yeah.
Like, that's like some Reddit tier
Nuh-uh. My woman
milady shit.
My woman instincts tell me that if I stepped in the same room as another, like a male, I would probably die.
Okay.
I have paranoia.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase this politely.
She's schizophrenic.
You're not worth going to jail.
Ooh.
Very few people
Very
are
Sargon
worth going
of you.
to jail. Very few people are worth going to jail over killing.
I think I'm too cute. Oh, I don't want to get raped either.
Again, not worth, like... You haven't disproven my statement, ma'am.
All that's happened is the goalpost has been moved.
To which I simply said, I'll free kick that too. But yeah, like, I'm not trying to phrase, but most guys aren't pieces of shit like that. Now, I recognize, unfortunately, there's a percentage that is large enough that it must be a concern.
Yeah, sure. Like, oh yeah. I mean, like, obviously, if the girl was the one having mixed feelings about being in the same room as him, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sleep outside. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Then you're being caring. But she's like, holy shit, please sleep with me. And he's like, oh, I don't know about that. I think I'll just sleep on the floor outside the room. It's like...
Okay, no. For me, I'd be like, oh, we're coming on way too strong. I'd be like,
oh, nope. Yeah, no, 100%. But that's not what his problem was. His problem was that there was, quote, a process to this. Yeah.
God, Japanese man and their fucking process.
Yeah, woman literally throwing herself at him. Japanese man. Oh, but you don't understand. We need to go through at least an 8-month trial period first.
Like, and see, this is the problem. Like, on one hand, I kind of agree with him. There needs to be a trial process. Like, look, maybe I'm just weird and old-fashioned, but I truly have no desire to just jump into bed with somebody. I don't. I have zero desire for that. If I really wanted that, I could have just slept with an individual at my college. Like, that would have been an option. The name shall remain unnamed, because unfortunately, it's not a common name. But yeah, Sneaky, I think I've told you about this individual. We're gonna pretend that her name was Jessica, which it's decidedly not. But
yes,
Jessica Rabbit. You wouldn't sleep with Jessica Rabbit?
No. And this individual was, in fact, how I met Nose. You know what? We got someone new on the show. I get to tell the story again. I met Nose because there was this individual. Her name is fake name, Jessie. My dorm, my college dorms were co-ed by floor. Jessie slept on the 3rd floor. And she liked to sleep around. Sure, fine, whatever. That's your business. She also liked to be inebriated. Again, fine, your business. One night, she leans out the window and yells at an individual walking by on the street. Hey, you. Yeah, you down there on the street. Come up here and fuck me.
While drunk?
Oh, I mean, obviously.
Yes. The individual was heavily inebriated. Anyway, so my room happened to be closest to the door. So when the bell rings, I go down there and I'm like, hey man, look, I'm not gonna stop you from getting some action, but you need to be forewarned. She likes to sleep around. Also, she's probably drunk. Feel free to go upstairs. Do with this information what you will. Feel free to go upstairs. And then I said, but here's the alternate option. You come to my room and we all play Melee. And he chose to play Melee.
Option.
And that was how I met Nose.
That's
lifelong friendship.
Wholesome. Yeah, I like that.
Truly, the best of friends. I prevented him from receiving venereal diseases.
That is how most good friendships start.
Also, I would argue that like having sex while inebriated is like a form of sexual abuse.
Well,
I'm not even touching that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I do think that's well, for me at least, that's a no-no.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like
if she's used to it, if when she's sober, she's like, oh yeah, that's fine, I don't care. Like, I guess that's fine.
Yeah, but it's like one of those things of like, if you didn't want to get drunk, why are you going to a bar? If you didn't want to get drunk and then end up in the home with a drunk man, why did you go to a bar full of men who were drunk?
Well, it's not my fault if there's men in the bar, is it?
No, but there are girl bars, and there's also the ability to just buy alcohol and drink it at home. But like the point of going to the bar is to be social with other men. And if you're both getting drunk, you're both going to be making impaired decisions. And you're going to be getting drunk because you're going to be drinking. Which is why you're going to the bar to drink. And then talk to people at the bar who are also drinking.
But not necessarily to have sex. You have that
No,
expectation.
no, I'm not saying.
I'm not saying
the point of the bar is to go. I'm not saying it's to have sex, but it's like one of those things of, like, if you put your car in neutral on a hill, it's gonna roll down the hill. I know you didn't want the car to roll down the hill, but you kind of set the dominoes up to fall that way.
I don't know.
Look. The only thing I'm gonna say to people is, just don't get drunk. Like, look,
Yeah.
go out, have a few drinks, sure, but
Well,
when you consume alcohol,
drink
I don't
at
care
home.
who you are. You are explicitly compromising your ability to make rational decisions.
Yes. Exactly.
I don't know. I do have like a bit of a personal experience concerning that, except it was not with drugs. It was with it was not with alcohols. It was with drugs, where I almost got taken advantage of in a mental facility.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry,
I don't really think you can.
Yeah.
It's not really the same thing. It's not like you weren't taking the drugs with the sole purpose of inhibiting your ability to think. You were taking the drugs for other reasons.
Because the only thoughts I have was about like
Right, you were
severing my head
right,
off,
but they weren't. The intention was to reduce those thoughts, not to make it hard for you to make choices.
Yeah. But I didn't really get a choice. Like I just like.
Right, but that's
a
what I'm saying.
Weird story.
Right, but like no one's forcing a woman to go to the bar. Like no one's holding her at gunpoint. Like, you're gonna go to the bar and drink alcohol and talk to random men.
Well, I was gonna say, and even in the case of you, right? You had a reason to take those, which is.
Yeah.
Right, you had a legitimate medical reason to take those things.
Right, yeah.
Which is separate from someone who has no existential problems making a decision to go to a place and perform an action. Regardless
what
of
someone drinks to cope. Isn't that the same thing?
No, not really.
No, because that's not right. For me, the key difference there is right, the substances that you had, were they prescribed?
Okay, so
yeah,
because alcohol is not a controlled substance, it doesn't count.
Yeah, unless your doctor is saying you need to take 1 shot of vodka, which by the way, my doctor did say this to me. You need to take 1 shot of vodka every night before you go to bed or something like that. Then it would be a instructed substance. But it would be the same thing if someone took the medicines that you took. They just they bought them off a dealer on the side of a street, and they were like, I'm gonna pop 9 Xanax. And then they're like, oh my god, I can't believe I did the things I did while under the effect of 9 Xanax I bought from a street dealer.
For your information, 9 Xanax will do nothing to you.
Well, yes,
right, but you understand my point.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you went and bought whatever from whoever.
Yeah, you went and bought something with the intention of experiencing an altered mindset, knowing that you were going to experience an altered mindset. Like, it's one thing if it's like kid's first drink. He gets told, oh, you're gonna make bad decisions when you're drinking, and he's like, yeah, no, I won't. And then he drinks and makes bad decisions. That's one thing. But if you know what alcohol does to you, and then you go and drink anyway, I personally don't think you really have much ground to stand on when you're like, well, I didn't think I would rob someone, hijack their car, and then drive it into the police station. It's like, well, that's tough shit. Because that's what happened.
Okay, I do see your point.
And to be clear, I don't want anyone to ever get taken advantage of.
Oh, obviously.
Oh, yeah, no, don't worry. I did not get that idea.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, right, and I do think there's a level of care that people around other people need to have, right? Like, if you see something that looks funky as a bystander, say something.
And yeah, I mean, and also obviously there's cases of the whole roofies thing, and you don't accept open drinks
Oh
from
yeah, no,
random
no. I was gonna
people.
say the roofie stuff is wholly separate from.
It very much changes the dynamics, and it's kind of like the hippo or the gator waiting inside the watering hole for the animal to come drink from it. And it's like, okay, yeah, you can't blame the animal from drinking from the watering hole. It's the only fucking watering hole they can drink from. They have to go there to drink. The animal that's hunting them also knows that. So it's just like, what do? You can't really do much. You can only keep watch for it, keep an eye out for it, and do what you can to prevent it. But
yeah.
But at the same time, though, if you're actually that concerned about going to the bar and someone roofing your drink, don't go.
Yeah, I would say, like, again,
I'm paranoid anyways.
Yeah, like I said, again, my ultimate issue with this always is going to come down to don't go do that thing.
It's like skydiving, right? Like no one's going to be like, how to phrase this. If you go skydiving, there's a chance that your chute doesn't work and you die when you hit the ground, right?
But
that's just
skydiving. You have two on you.
Well, they can both not work. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, I would say that has happened.
It's like the chance of it happening is crazy small, but it's still there. And no one's going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe this would happen. And be serious. Obviously, some people are going to say that, but they're saying that in an emotional way, not in a logical way of just like, I can't believe they would die skydiving when they were skydiving. Everyone knows skydiving's dangerous. And it's just a risk you accept to go skydiving.
Okay, yeah.
So if skydiving's that important to you, it's a risk that you go, okay, skydiving's important to me. I want to do it. I know there's like a 1% chance that I jump out of this plane and my chute doesn't work and then I fall to my death for the next 10 minutes. But I really like skydiving.
And let's be clear.
Fun last 10 minutes.
I don't know.
You'll probably be unconscious. Also, to be clear, now this is just in the internet, right? But it's roughly 1 in a million, since any given parachute, assuming it's correctly made, blah blah blah, has about a 1 in a 1,000 chance of failing, as would a correctly made backup parachute. So the odds of it happening,
and then the skydiving instructor, if there is one there, because usually you do have to skydive. So I mean, rich people probably are more likely to die, but you normally with skydiving, if you can't afford your own plane, your own pilot, and all that, there's a skydiving instructor there, and usually they are trained and capable of tying you up and saving you.
Well, like I forget what it was, but I remember that it was a couple weeks ago, I think, where unfortunately a skydiving instructor, right, like they did all the safety checks, he was buckled in correctly, and like the main tether from him to the student snapped,
right,
but everything stayed on the student.
That's rough.
So
how does that happen?
That's just it. It's just shitty luck. Like, that's all it is, right? Like, they do the safety checks, they tug buckles, they check, everything seems good, and then something happens, right? Oh, the tear we didn't see caught it, or something really sharp was in the sky, and
I mean, not even that. It's just like, eventually friction gets the best of one of the threads that hold the thing together, and like it looked fine, but it didn't. But it finally failed under the weight, the micro fractures in the thread, and like you don't know shit's gonna fail until it fails usually. And it's just because we can't see it. We aren't able to see the level of detail needed to like you can't really scan it with a fucking scanatron and be like, oh, this one's bad, it's gonna fail in 2 jumps or something, So I mean, it just is what it is.
but
But
it's
yeah,
just-
it's how I approach all the shit. It's why I don't go outside generally. I don't like going outside. I know the people that are outside. I don't really have anything I value to go outside for, so I don't. I'm not agoraphobic.
Yeah.
I just don't like going outside.
I too do not enjoy going outside, just because. Listen, the people that I want to hang out with and the people that I want to talk to, I can do all of that from my chair. I leave the house because I have a job.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. I'm enjoying the neat life for now.
I used to be allowed to have a work from home day until certain departments, engineering, fucked everything up for everybody.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. That is kind of how it goes. You always have the one fucking retard who just abuses the system, and then they have to change the system for the one fucking retard instead of just firing the retard.
Yes.
So very common. Let's see. You know what? Because Purple is here, there was one.
Yes. What is Purple? Name a fandom, any fandom.
Yeah, Purple. What's your favorite fandom?
Probably The Legend of Zelda.
That's a good
Excellent.
choice.
There's a lot of fanfictions on Zelda.
Yes,
Only
there
by
are.
Smart, though.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
good ones, and then
I
there's
don't think
also a
we've-
lot of.
We could probably count on one hand the number of times that fandom has come up on stream.
Yeah.
For
Shockingly,
perusing.
a lot of stories. 30K stories in English.
Yeah, it's very
So-
popular.
Yeah, but so I got a question for
Okay,
you,
but
Purple.
now here's my question. Go ahead, Sneaky.
Yep. Do you ever read fanfics in French?
I think I've had when I started reading fanfictions, but I switched to English very quickly because of the lack of availability.
Yeah,
I
I'm
learned
looking at
English
this
because
now.
of
There's only
fanfictions.
500 fanfics in French for Zelda. That's crazy.
Yeah, fanfiction isn't that much of a thing here, honestly.
Well, I mean, that's
Well-
because you're in France. You guys got rid of the only guy who ever wrote a decent fan fiction, Don Quixote.
Bro, the way you say his name.
Don
Let me
Quixote.
be clear. Let me be clear. I took 2 years of French to mispronounce French.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, fine. I get that.
I want to
Because
mispronounce
my high
them
school
properly.
possessed a number of French exchange students that were terrible human beings.
I mean,
understandable.
Exchange students are
French.
for rich people, so they're going to be like.
And
very
I wanted to make them upset.
What the
Good.
fuck do you mean Toy Story
praise it.
5?
I fucking hate crossovers. Oh my god.
Like the first and second one were fine. I honestly, the first one's the only one I really will say I like.
The second one's not bad.
I've barely read any fanfiction that isn't smart, so I don't know. I will not know these.
Okay. How the fuck are they gonna... What is this story? I could go on to Toy Story fanfics and find a better fucking story to make a movie out of.
Oh, now I have to watch this.
It's a fucking iPad! The story is, they bought an iPad! Like,
Is that really the story, guys?
that's the story, yeah!
Eh?
I mean, really, this is just a failure. This is just a failure on the state of the parents. I'll be honest.
True, but it's like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Huh? It's like, whoa.
Just, I mean,
What the
guys,
fuck
it's an
is-
iPad. Just make sure it ends up in the toilet.
True.
It's not even an iPad. It's a lily pad. Guys, this is just a toy commercial.
This is a fanfic based off of someone else's fanfic based on an alternative universe of Legend of Zelda. It has 230k words.
Wow, that's dedication for the fan work or fan work.
I mean, look, at least it's not some weirdo writing about Link wearing Gerudo clothes, so I'll take it.
True. Did you know the most popular fanfic crossover for Legend of Zelda is Naruto and Pokemon?
I get why Pokemon, but why the other one? Exactly.
That's a good question.
Also, I'm sorry, I just imagine Link ending up in Pokemon and just immediately murdering every Pokemon he's encountering.
That's really funny. I think he would, yeah.
Link gets caught by a Pokeball because all he goes is, ha ha ha!
No, not how that works.
I'm sure you can capture humans in Pokemon, just no one ever tried.
Well, I mean, depending on which generation you're learning from, humans are in fact a branch of Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like we're animals, just like Pokemon's or Pokemon.
After all,
no. In Sinnoh, there was a book in the library in the Sinnoh games where
That's
if you
my
read
first
the
game.
book, it would say a long
First
time ago,
Pokemon.
Pokemon and humans used to be the same creature. And so that's why it's
and
okay
it
to love your
also
Gardevoir.
implied that at some point, not quite humans and not quite Pokemon were able to
Did
have
you
an
know
egg
that
group.
humans and Gardevoir are in the same egg group? There's no laws against the Pokemon, Atin. No? Not feeling it?
Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh?
Be gone. Also, come
Mhm.
on.
Yeah?
You're leaving out Lopunny. What
I
about
don't
all
do
the people
Lopunny.
who like Lola Bunny?
Lopunny hates you.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Don't you want to get kicked by him?
No, I don't want to get kicked by a Lopunny. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Sounds like a fun time, I'm telling you.
Sounds like a great time to lose my legs.
You don't need them anyways.
I won't have to be
Also,
kicked.
come on, Sneaky. Just max out on some fighting type energy.
Yeah.
Like, listen. Listen, that's one of the best things about if you ending up in the Pokemon universe. You can make yourself. First of all, you're already gonna be a superhuman by
Never forget.
modern world standards.
Never forget that Baniri is a generational hater who hates you more than even God.
That's true. I'm sorry, the Vaporeon speed. I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
I was
Did you
thinking
know
about
that
Vaporeon.
because Vaporeon is technically made of water?
Please
Eh.
stop. Stop. I can server mute you and save the rest of us. I can't save the stream.
I love Vaporeon. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, and it was the main Pokemon I used. Playing Platinum.
My
Oh, it's a great
favorite
Pokemon.
is the clip of one of the male YouTubers
However,
who plays
Leafeon.
Pokemon. And there was a clip of him
Plants.
talking about how his favorite Pokemon as a kid were. And then he found
Is
out
what?
So it was a male YouTuber talking about he's famous for playing Pokemon. And he was talking to someone else about how the internet ruined his childhood because his favorite Pokemon as a kid was Vaporeon.
Oh, yes.
And then he found out about the Vaporeon meme, and he was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I won't tell anyone my favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon anymore. Yes, thank you. It's Lopunny now. And then he found out about the Lopunny meme. He's like, okay, fine,
Oh, come
fine.
on. That
Gardevoir. Surely the internet won't ruin Gardevoir.
Oh no.
He doesn't know. He's too innocent. My favorite
I knew
Pokemon,
exactly
no one
what
cares
you were
the fuck
talking about.
So. And that clip went around a lot.
Oh, so it starts at Gardevoir.
Oh, this poor man.
The moment you started talking, I'm like, wait, hold on a fucking second. I remember the short.
Like there's a version of him like reacting for real, like you see him on cam. Or was it his friend that you saw on cam? I don't remember.
Oh, that poor man. Who's your favorite storytime animator?
This is deeply unfortunate for you, and I'm sorry.
It is deep lore. That requires deep lore to know.
It requires deep knowledge of the internet, which many would prefer not to possess.
It's some knowledge doesn't want to be known.
I want to know everything.
Memories of the Lost Land, a Legend of Zelda Elder Scrolls crossover.
Okay, wait,
Legend of Korra Reborn.
Sneaky. Oh boy, okay, Sneaky. Here, do we have Legend of Zelda Kingdom Hearts?
Ooh,
God, no, I'm
that's
not reading that.
I don't know. I'm not
That's
asking you to read. I'm just saying, do we have that? Does that exist? Is mankind cursed with that?
Oh, I mean, obviously. Like that shouldn't even be a question.
Yeah, they're both Nintendo games, so like, there should be. There has to be.
Yeah, there's 77.
Yeah.
That's
not a lot.
That's less than I thought.
Yeah, same.
There's one Kill a Kill.
Oh, come on, let's click on that.
Wait, is it by Bahamut something? Because I think I know that thing.
King John
I'm
2050. The Adventurers of Jonathan Rice. I'm Jonathan Patrick James Rice, 16-year-old nerd of my class, and this my first time going on kick-ass adventure with Ryoko and Mako to fight darkness once and for all as hero of peace, Link to the Past, the Adventurers of Jonathan Rice.
Okay. Well, the summary almost makes me think that they're going for the parody of the 4Kids dub of Kill la Kill.
Yeah, no.
I'm really hoping that's what it is.
If we go to his author profile...
Oh, no.
I'm Jonathan Patrick James Rice. I'm the main character of Adventures of Jonathan James Patrick Rice franchise! Exclamation point! 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 Of course, I am the chosen one by light of peace to go all out to these worlds and save universe from the evil forces. So yes, my super crossover franchise to look out world of fiction, my epic journey is the Adventures of Jonathan Rice.
Did I miss it, or is it like rated M?
It's rated M.
Why?
That's a good question. I don't think I want the answer.
Because that profile looks very much not rated M, I'll be honest with you.
He is name Jonathan Patrick James Rice, age 18, a species human mystic firebird.
I'm sorry.
Fuck?
Yeah, sure. The police will believe that. The police will believe that.
Sneaky,
Magic.
You mispronounced
Fire.
that last one.
Huh?
He's a mystic fire brid.
Oh, you're right. He is a mystic firebird. My bad.
Truly,
Yep,
the most
mystic
magical
firebird.
firebread.
Come
Yeah.
on, Sneaky. We've talked about this.
I
You
want to
gotta
be
pronounce things
bread!
correctly.
Oh, bow.
God damn it.
I think my favorite part is that people were just taking clips of farmers harvesting wheat and putting that as the voiceover.
Or like making
yes.
bread, like seeing bread lift, bread in the oven. It's really funny.
It apparently got bad enough people actually thought she was just a literal bread YouTuber or something.
That
Oh,
is
really?
That was actually
hilarious.
hilarious.
If
That
she
is
doesn't
actually
have a model,
genuinely funny.
She made a
if
comment
she
on
doesn't
Twitter
have a
about how
model in
people know her as the
production,
bread YouTuber.
yeah, if she doesn't have a model in production right now
About bread.
of just a blue loaf of bread, she has failed the assignment.
Blue bread, indeed.
I mean, she had like some big drama lately, so I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe she's
the
trying
Bowberry.
to like.
She
not
had
the
several
Bowberry.
crash outs recently, so I'm not a huge
Yeah.
fan of her right now. But she also did the classic woman thing of say a bunch of crazy, insane shit like accusing people of being pedophiles, and then when you get flack for it, she was like, "Oh well, I was PMSing," which means everything I say is magically wiped away.
That is not how that works.
That is not how that works.
My magic is fire, lava, earth, thunder, air, water, and steel. My class is swordsman and wizard. My attacks, my number 1 attacks are Gigafear, Super Gigafear, Mega Gigafear, Ultra Gigafear, Hyper Gigafear, Gigalava, Super Gigalava. You can understand where we're going with this.
Okay.
I
You've
don't like
somehow taken. You've distilled the naming scheme of Final Fantasy attacks to its most base level and made it worse. Much worse. Like, listen. There's something special about Donald Duck yelling Zeta Flare to take Xehanort down a peg.
Yeah. It was funny.
Of course, to be fair, only half the the comedy value is applied if you actually know. Wait a minute. You're telling me there's 4 people in the universe that can cast this spell and one of them is Donald Flippin' Duck?
It's kind of funny.
Oh, it's great.
Hmm.
Also, the fact that they went out of their way to make move sets for so many characters in that game, and then they don't give us a free play mode is just like, hey guys, Roxas, Shion, Aqua, Terra, Ventus, Riku, Kairi, they all got move sets. Oh, do we ever get to play as them? No.
Yeah. So his other attacks are Magma Jajiken, Supernova Kamehameha, Lava Drive, and Ultimate Fire exclamation point. My attacks number 2. The average Giga, Ultra Giga, Hyper Giga, Super Giga, Hyper Giga, Ultra Giga. Steel Shooting Star, Super Steel Shooting Star, Mega Steel Shooting Star.
Oh, I thought he was about to
Ultra
yell
Steel
Chair,
Shooting
and I was
Star,
like, this is redeemable.
Steel Chair! My skin, black!
Wait, no, Sneaky. Okay, wait, Sneaky. So we've got Steel Chair, we've got Giga Chair,
Yeah.
Ultra Chair,
Yeah.
Cuck Chair?
Hey, so I said, so tell me if you think this is funny or not. I said,
Oh,
because
no.
Nimi's getting married, I said Nimi should auction off a seat to her wedding. One seat. And it goes up for bid, right? So it's not just, pay $1,000 whoever gets it first. It's a bid, right?
It's a bid.
Prob-
Yeah, it's a bid. It's a bid.
Probably would pay for her wedding, right? To be
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, yeah.
100% it would.
So, but it's the wedding cuck chair. It's in the corner of whatever the wedding is, right? So the farthest away, it's in the farthest corner away, but still able to see the wedding.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's no way that would run smoothly, even if she did it. Like,
What do you mean?
Oh,
There's
no,
plenty
no,
of
no, no.
websites
You make
can
them
run
sign a
options
bunch of
on.
agreements, and
Whoa.
you have a security guy right there.
No, I mean, what do you mean? There's no way it would work. I think it would work just fine.
like as in, like you actually pay when you bid.
Yeah,
Mm,
there's tons of
okay.
websites that do that.
Are they?
Yeah, they're called penny auction sites. Every bid you make, you're charged a couple cents. It's it's an interesting idea. They just,
Yeah, but anyway,
hide how it
so
works in the commercials.
anyway, so
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
that, right? And I
Yeah.
assume Arn got very upset.
Yeah, no, actually, he said, I have better things to spend my money on. And I said, what's that? Importing your exotic island wife? And he said, yes.
I mean, that's funny. I don't see a problem here.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I see many problems there, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Let me be clear. There's many problems with what he's saying, but not Sneaky's joke.
Well, I mean, like,
Oh,
look,
yeah, no, not the joke.
she's, like,
Joke's
it's
fine.
not kidnapping, okay? I just want to be clear here. There's no kidnapping occurring between the two of them.
Yeah, that would be kinky, but I don't do kinky.
Yeah. Did my chat die? Oh, I think my chat did die. It hasn't scrolled up since Purple screamed, "Fuck you."
Oh,
Huh?
that's why you didn't read my messages. Fuck you!
No, I saw them on my chat here, but I'm talking about the chat bar on the screen.
Yeah,
Oh.
on the stream.
Oh, no, there it
itself.
goes. Okay. Oh, so it's just revert. Okay, I forgot it was reversed.
So what does your program have against typical weeb?
No. No, it
Or is
loaded
the
that.
chat just horribly.
No,
it's just
it
horribly
loaded him. It was
out
just yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at the bottom of the chat bar for his comment, and then I forgot that the chat bar is for some reason reversed in what it displays
Yeah.
on screen, but for me it displays the other direction.
Oh,
You can
well,
mirror
that's so
it.
weird.
Yeah.
By the way, Sneaky, good news. I
Yeah.
actually do have resolution options again, so we're allowed to be on the good server.
Oh wow.
Why has big tech been collectively erasing 240p from existence?
It's
Because
because they
shouldn't
want
watch it if
you
you're poor.
to. Yeah. They just want to crush anyone who's poor. Yeah, pretty much. More seriously, they're erasing 240p because it usually people turn their videos to 240p and then put them in, like they put their phone down or whatever, and they do that to basically play the sound of the video without actually watching the video. So they're basically punishing those people.
To use less data. That's
I
crazy.
mean, they've also been erasing 144p and replacing it with 160
Yeah.
for some weird reason.
Because fuck you.
Yeah, they should like team up with phone companies, honestly, at this point. Wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, the biggest phone company in India, T-Series, it's also the internet company. And when you subscribe to T-Series internet or phone service, they automatically create a YouTube account for you and subscribe you to their channel.
That shouldn't be allowed. That's insane.
Yeah, well, that was a wild time. That was a wild time, let me tell you. PewDiePie versus T-Series. That was 5 years ago now.
Yeah, I followed that.
No, that was not 5 years ago. Shit. Fucking PewDiePie versus T-Series? That was nearly 10 years ago now. It's like 8 or 9.
I was a kid.
I was out of college.
No. The congratulations diss track was
Yeah.
March 31st, 2019.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Then
But
6.5
that's
years.
congratulations for beating him. What was the one for the initial T-Series diss?
Why are you asking me that?
Because bitch lasagna.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
bitch lasagna was fire.
Wasn't it? That was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 2018.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those were days. Those were good days. Those were the pre-COVID days before years turned into days. Did you guys know it's November?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was not okay with that knowledge entering my brain.
Yeah, it was super easy to keep track of because of the big Warhammer event at the start of the month.
Fair.
And
Yeah,
that
that'd
they,
do it.
for some reason, were like, hey, we're gonna move this 4 weeks up. For some reason.
Guys, it's Christmas, just a week away.
Silence, heathen. Mariah Carey has no power here.
Dragon Ball Super Winx Club crossover.
Oh, I don't know this song actually.
What? The evil Pokemon of Darkness is free from Ultra Space by the 3 evil old witches. The 12 universes are now in danger. It's up to Jonathan Rice and his new friends to save all 12 universes from evil. The Winx Club and the Tricks and the Forces of Evil with new Z moves and Ultra Space and the new forms of Solago and Lunala in the adventures of Jonathan Rice Super. Man, this is a
mouthful.
This is an author. This is I don't even know. I honestly do not think this is a shitpost. It's too much effort for a shitpost.
Oh yeah, no. I think this is very, very, very serious.
Rosa, AO3 author on Fanfiction.net. I don't know. I always saw AO3 as like more serious than Fanfiction.net. Like I always found the better stuff on AO3.
I mean, that's highly debatable.
I guess
the past years have blurred in my mind. Yeah, I know, right, man? In AO3, I've always had a very antagonistic relationship with AO3.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like their tag system. I don't like how they handle moderation. I don't like how they I don't like AO3's culture. I don't like AO3's story majority. I don't like pretty much anything about it. Don't get me wrong, it's a good site to read fanfics on. Like the mechanics of the site are pretty good, and it's actually really easy to find stories that are very hyper specific without completely going through a very clunky user interface. But at the same time, it's just like the people that use the website. It's like if you have a nice, gorgeous marble fountain, and everyone just shits in it.
Purple, have you used AO3? Or do you use it much?
I use it a lot. I almost exclusively use AO3 now.
Okay, because
yeah, I can understand why
Yeah.
people move from fanfiction.net to AO3. It is just a better system, but I mean, it's like you go on My Hero Academia, right? You go looking for a My Hero Academia fic, and you're like, okay, My Hero Academia, remove all male-on-male pairings, and like 90% of the stories disappear.
Yep.
And it's
Then
like,
there's just like a large portion of fanfics that's just like problematic is that everyone will. There's some things have like individual sections, like there's the manga, there's the anime, and they'll make that one big section. So it's like, well, if you don't want crossovers, you're basically gutting those as well.
yeah.
So it's like it's a problematic system.
And then it's like on top of that, there's this huge culture in AO3 of not properly tagging things or overly tagging things. So you'll get some stories that are like, oh, this is a nice story. It's been labeled a general audience, no romance. And then you'll get to chapter 12, and it's an explicitly, extremely detailed male-on-male sex scene. It's like, this is
never had that happen before.
I've had that happen before.
That's crazy.
Sneaky is
multiple times, in fact.
One fic me and Sneaky were reading, though I fell off earlier than Sneaky did, where he said that suddenly the author just made them get the Izuku and one of the other male characters gay.
All the males.
Yeah,
all of the males gay. They made all of the men gay.
Just
you say
suddenly,
something
magically in the locker room.
Yeah.
Didn't you say something along the lines of the author was like, isn't this how guys interact or something like that?
Yeah, so the author is female, and it was a locker room scene where all the guys were getting dressed in their gym clothes, and they wrote it like it was girls in the locker room where they're basically feeling each other up and commenting on various things.
Girls don't do that!
I beg to differ.
Wait, hang on. Would you care to elaborate, Uriah?
I've had friends who were girls complain about it to me in high school.
America's fucked up.
Like, it wasn't all the time, but it happened enough that it was an issue that our school had to make rules about.
Yeah, America's fucked up. Like, I think the worst thing that has happened, in my schools, in the locker rooms, was, like, passing deodorant. Like...
Yeah, well... But, yeah, so anyway, it's more of like a Tumblr-y thing, to be honest, of, like, Lamel girls in the locker room doing girl things in the locker room. But anyway, so this AO3 author was like, wait, you're telling me men don't feel each other up and check out each other's dick sizes in the locker room? And everyone's just like, yes, that is in fact what we're telling you. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it was just like, they wrote this one scene where Izuku was nervous, and they basically just had everyone cuddle him in the locker room while they're all naked.
Okay,
and they're all blushing because of how intense their feelings were. And I was just like, okay, moving on from this story. The author is...
The way you're talking about it is like you're like talking about like recent trauma. It's really funny.
I mean, it's not recent trauma. It's just I remember every single story I read. So... I'm not forgetting it.
Would be fried.
Oh, yeah, I would say I can remember pretty much every story I've read. Now, I want to be clear. Most of the time, knowledge of that story sits deep in my memory banks in a non-accessible state.
Yeah.
But if I start rereading that story, I'll be like,
you must chant
okay.
the words to activate the memory. You must say the ritual words to activate the memory crystal.
That's pretty much for everything.
But yeah,
no, I know
I mean,
people who no. I know people who legitimately cannot remember. Like, they'll read a book and they legitimately cannot remember anything, even if they start rereading it. Like, every time they read a book, it's a mystery to them.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Man, I don't know the average person. Holy shit.
Well, you're self-confessed a not go outsider. You're a
Yeah.
neat.
I mean, I do go outside every week,
Dirty.
but it's for therapy.
Stinky.
What? Why? What does that come from?
Yeah, wait, hang on. What did you? No, hang on a second. Genuinely, good for you. I'm glad you go outside for therapy.
Yeah, they take one
Why do you call
shower.
me stinky? What? What are you talking about?
Aura's got it.
What?
I'm not being slandered.
What?
I'm being
Purple made
slandered. I
that
don't like it.
emoji.
Yeah, it's for when I get horny. What?
Yeah, it's also when you need to take a shower.
Bro!
But, yes, I mean, this guy is really dedicated to writing a mass crossover.
Uh-oh. Why have I been summoned?
No one's summoning you.
No, oh,
No,
no,
he
I've
was
been
pinged
summoned
in the
again.
Git Hammer.
I've been...
Because we got an article explaining some of the 500 World stuff and the miniatures that were announced on Friday night for basically end of 10th edition.
Which...
So you know how everyone hates Leandros? They gave us more reason to hate him, and I'm gonna put this out here too. If I don't get a scene where I get to throat punch Leandros in Space Marine 3, this dev studio should fail. At this point. Because really hate that character.
I mean, look,
Sneaky,
I'm
impressed you
deeply
managed to get a
upset
popular VTuber on
because
this
the
stream. I'm proud of you.
Ultramarines...
I'm working my way
Not
up the
only did
ladder.
the Ultramarines get another release, but in that release, they stole my guard characters.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, they did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
what
that's
is this
right, they
fucking
straight up-
crossover?
No,
Mario
they
and
stole a
Witch?
guard. What?
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me?
What did you just say?
I'm sorry. I don't. Are we back on the subject of fan fiction, or did
Yeah,
we
this
just
guy
get a
writing. This
random
guy's writing
Nintendo
fan fiction.
announcement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy wrote Mario and Witch fanfic.
That's
Oh my
so
god!
random.
Sorry,
That's a
that's just
An
Decision?
Italian
a core
fantasy
memory for
Disney
me.
comic.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the prequel to Winx.
Yeah, it is.
What?
Oh
It
wait,
just
are
brings
those
Yeah.
up some
actually
memories
are
for
those
me.
actually connected?
No, it's like what Winx is based on, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the only thing that I know about that show is like the opening was catchy in that early 2000s pop rock kind of way.
Yeah, no, literally, like, listen to this. The series features a group of 5 teenage girls who become the guardian of the classical elements of energy, water, fire, earth, and air, and become protectors of a mystical kingdom, which is the center of the universe. The story follows them as they handle new responsibilities and magical powers, as well as the coming into age as teenagers. It's literally Winx. It's literally the Winx before Winx.
It's like a draft.
Oh,
No.
Purple. Because you are female, I have this question for you.
Oh no.
Did you read Warrior
Why do you have
Cats?
to act like that?
Oh yes, I have.
God damn it.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did she read?
Warrior Cats. Every single
Oh.
girl I've ever asked this question to has always answered yes. It's like, even if I don't
Yeah.
think they even read, they've read Warrior Cats, and it's just like, what the fuck?
And I have a few things to say about Warrior Cats, because at the beginning it was fine, but holy shit, it goes downhill. Like the writing.
Well,
gets
yeah, I mean,
more
they've written,
awful
like...
the deeper you go, and it's like they don't even like remember what the characters look like, and they give wrong descriptions of the character at some points, and like you're like, he has
Yeah.
yellow eyes.
Well,
I thought he
I
had
mean,
green eyes.
To
And
be
I'm like,
fair, though,
huh?
to
What
be
am I
fair,
reading?
like, it's written by 3 people who take turns writing the series, And on top of that, they've written like 70 books, like 120 books now or something like that. Like it's insane. So I'm not surprised at all the quality's gone downhill and that they're forgetting details. They've only written like 12 million words for it.
It also didn't help that I was really obsessive with cats when I was younger. So like, of course, I read War of the Cats.
What do you mean it's still going? What do you mean it's still going?
It's still going, yeah. It's still going. I'm not reading it anymore, but like this shit is like.
So, okay, Sneaky, you gotta understand.
Are the cats gay?
No, Sneaky, you gotta understand, okay? Like, listen, just like the fact that Drizzt Do'Urden is still going and still making money, so is this.
I mean, there's still teenage girls out there that want to read cats.
What is this nonsense?
Wow, you know what? Knowing that 3 women write this series, I'm not even surprised the 2 gay couples they added to the series were both men.
That's a bit caricatural, but okay.
I'm not even surprised. Witch was late 90s, Winx was 2000s. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, Witch was basically the Witch walked so Winx could fly.
Oh yeah, okay, looking at that now, I remember that show. Like, how do I say it? I was aware of the show's existence, and like if it was on, I was like, yeah, sure, fine.
Yeah, I mean that was my reaction to a lot of shows when I was a kid, where I was like, I was there for like Pokemon and Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh, Avatar, but like when the girl shows came on, I was kind of just like, it's not terrible. I'll watch it.
Well, I would say a lot of them were fine. Some of them were even pretty good.
Did you not like Totally Spies?
No, that was a great show.
Yeah, Totally Spies was fucking great.
Let's be clear.
There was so.
I was a very young individual.
Don't you mean Totally Fetish?
It's Totally Fetish, yeah.
Yeah. Let's be clear. Watching it as a teenage, not even teenage boy, like a preteen boy, is very different from going back and watching it now.
Yeah, now it's so fucking uncomfortable. I tried.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you go back and you're just like, oh.
How is this okay for kids to watch?
Well, yeah, why was I allowed to watch that?
Well, no, it's like
cut-engine French production, I guess.
Listen, Fairly Odd Parents, My Life as a Teenage Robot, like.
Okay, so here's the thing, though, right? Is My Life as a Teenage Robot and Fairly Odd Parents, like the Fairly Odd Parents, fetish stuff was fairly subtle.
Yeah, and like there were dirty jokes from time to time, but like it was extremely subtle. Like
it was also very dressed up as child stuff, right? Like it was all very dressed up as child stuff. The wish he's making is a harmless wish, you know, that sort of thing, right? And then Teenage Robot was kind of like, yeah, teenagers, so they're gonna have some teenage problems, and they might talk about some teenage stuff. But generally, it's like, oh, she's a robot, so she gets hacked. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Or stuff like that, right? And it's only in retrospect, knowing the context, you're like, oh. Ooh. And like Code Lyoko, it's like looking back, we rewatch that. Like, I still enjoy the show. Great show. We don't talk about season 4. But great show. But going back, like in college, me and my roommate sat down and rewatched Code Lyoko, and we were kind of just like, ooh. ooh, oh.
It's icky. Lots of kids shows are kind of icky. And the pacing is unnerving on Code Lyoko.
The pacing's crazy.
Like, you spend almost the entirety of season 1 doing nothing, and then the last 3 episodes, there's a government conspiracy and a girl trapped in the computer.
No, you don't understand. It's like the time we have to walk from like their eyes to the top of their foreheads.
No, I know. I watched the show. Meanwhile, also look, I really liked Teen Titans as a kid, but oh boy, going back and watching some of that, it's like, eee!
Ooh,
I've never
yeah,
watched
yeah.
it.
What? It's
Okay, it's actually pretty good.
It's not terrible, yeah.
I've heard good things
Pretty
about
good.
it, yeah. But like I've seen a lot of fan art also about it, and that's
yes. Yeah, I'm sure
Yes.
you did see fan art about it.
Most of it is Shad's fault.
True.
Oh man,
but
this man. Oh, I can't say that on stream.
it's like
I just put it in the chat. That's what chat is for.
it's like
Discord chat.
Going back and rewatching all that stuff. It's like, yeah, wow, there's some problematic elements in there that I would actually genuinely use the word problematic to describe. And I don't really use that word all that much. But at the same time, the newer stuff is worse. Like, in both quality and in content.
Yeah, like, listen, look, SpongeBob is not highbrow humor, but they how do I say this? There's an art to getting as many dirty jokes past the censors as they did.
Well, yes, but it's also harmless dirty jokes. It's not like, hey, in this episode, these 3 teenage girls are going to be hypnotized to wear fetishistic maid outfits and do incredibly questionable cleaning strategies.
By the way, Sneaky, you're right. We're going to leave that to Pokemon and Ash.
True. The episode of Patrick learning swearing was hilarious. Yeah, exactly. But like SpongeBob was specifically made so the family could watch SpongeBob. So the adults could still be entertained when watching. Because like that was the whole idea is like with Looney Tunes, right? Where Looney Tunes, there was jokes in there that the adults would laugh at. And there was jokes in there that the kids would laugh at. And oftentimes they were the same jokes, but it was the implication that the adults understood that made the joke funny to them, and it was the presentation that made the joke funny to the kids. And SpongeBob heavily copied that style to great effect, and good for them. But like some of the shit that they make these days for kids, where I'm like looking at these shows like Adventure Time and shit like that, it's just like, so your main plot is this shut-in old man is constantly perving after children, and he's played off as a joke.
That's really funny. Oh, sorry.
You realize we do that in Family Guy, right? And that's a adult show. That's also not a show you should be showing to kids. Like that, the show blatantly says, adult humor, don't show to kids, blah blah.
I don't know about Adventure Time. I have not watched a lot of it because it was just so fucking boring.
It's really bad. Like I said, it's worse in both content and the display of what's going on in them. Where it's like, I watched some episodes because my little brother, was watching TV, and I like sit there and watch TV with him, and like it was really bad. Like it was like this one episode. I'm gonna vaguely remember this. It's like the princess of the kingdom was bored, so she decided to kidnap her subjects and experiment on them. But it's okay because they're just made of candy, so it's not like she was experimenting on people.
I actually watched Adventure Time a good bit just because it was always on.
Surprise, Alvor.
Hi, Alvor. You know it. No, hey, no. Princess Bubblegum was outright a fascist, dictator, mad scientist that explicitly in universe is responsible for about 40% of everything wrong with the setting, and the only reason why Finn the human doesn't view her as a literal mad scientist, evil tyrant, unironically making pacts with infernal hellish beings in order to acquire forbidden knowledge to do shit that Frankenstein would look at and go, "Hey, whoa, you should have learned from my screw up."
Right.
Is because Finn is just that naive.
I see.
And he's a simp.
And it's sort of the conceit of the show. Is I think it's supposed to be looking at a lot of fantasy, Western, urban, or not urban. I'm sorry, young adult fiction tropes in general,
right?
And then playing them straight, but always having a bit of, "Are you sure you want to go with that?"
Oh, I know what it is. So it's baby's first fan fiction where they're trying to do a deconstruction of something, but they have no idea how to write it all. So not only is the show incredibly boring, but it's being marketed to the wrong audience.
It's somewhat at times. It's not that bad. It has some pretty good moments. Learning
Adventure Time
why
is where
the Ice
she
King...
got her inspiration for Steven Universe. Jesus Christ.
The Ice King's backstory is actually quite wholesome, and I would say even a positive masculine role model, if a very tragic ending. Extreme TLDR, in order to protect an orphaned child, he willingly drove himself insane through the use of a magical artifact, even as it ripped away the memories of his past self, his dead wife, and turned him into a parody of what he once was, all because he refused to allow the last innocent he thought was alive to die. And then it turns into, haha, crazy funny magic man with flapping beard and insane penguins, and yeah. And it actually has
like I said,
very...
it really just comes, like, the more you talk about it, the more it just comes off as, like, baby's first fan fiction where the guy just does not know how to write a fucking show.
There's like a bit of like storylines everywhere. It goes in all directions. It's hard to follow.
In the earlier seasons, it's very much a sort of a plot of the week, and in later seasons it alternated between that and a larger overarching storyline.
Did you know the warrior cats are gay?
Though. Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of assume that. I've been on AO3 before, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I was just asking Purple about warrior cats, because pretty much every girl I've ever met has read warrior cats. Baby's first Royal Road original story. You know what? You're not wrong. And then it turns out one of the top things that people ask is if the cats are gay. And the two gay couples in Warrior Cats are both males.
Like, Warrior Cats is really not focused on romance at all. Like, I don't know why there would, like, a thing they would want.
Oh, because they have to.
Or just couple in general. Like,
because they have to these days. It's you just gotta shove it in there. Even if you never even touch it, you just gotta shove it in there.
It's kind of weird.
Wow, whoa, so they expanded. That's why it doesn't make any fucking sense anymore. Authors writing under the pseudonym of Aaron Hunter include Cherith Bardry, Kate Carey, Victoria Holmes, Dan Jolly, T. Tooley Sutherland, and Clarissa Hunton. So they got like a whole
That's
fucking...
way too many people.
Yeah, they got a whole cabinet of authors writing these stories now.
Listen, unless you have a Star Wars ass keeper of the holocron position, that is way too many authors, people.
But like, isn't there like certain authors that are only writing like certain parts of the settings, like the comics?
Sure, but if they're off in their own silo writing their thing, you still need someone to show up and go, okay, person A wrote this, person B wrote this, person C wrote this. Person D can't write this because it contradicts things that A, B, and C said.
Yeah.
They don't have that. They contradict themselves all the fucking time.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah. That's what
That's what I'm saying. That's what
the
they.
problem
That's
here
what they need.
is they have so many authors cooking in the kitchen that they're not remembering or knowing what the other authors are writing,
or they just don't even care.
Or they don't care. Which, I mean, to be fair, the series is targeted at little girls, which historically not known for their rigorous fandom.
I mean, let's be clear. Small children in general.
Yeah. Well, actually, the Lego did a test about that.
Oh?
Yeah, it was the Batman Barbie test.
Huh?
So basically, I think it was either Hasbro or Lego, did this test with a bunch of children of various ages, and they were trying to see like what kind of toys appealed to the kids, and then how would they interact with the top toys, right? Like what would they use the top toys to do? So like if they used the Batman toy to, make fight scenes, could they make more toys to facilitate fight scenes, right? And what they found was that girls, without prompting, went to the Barbie, and boys, without prompting, went to Batman. And then when they played with these toys, the boys would imagine themselves as either Batman or Batman's sidekick doing things with Batman to fight crime. And girls would imagine either themselves as Barbie or friends with Barbie doing Barbie things, right?
Right.
But each girl came up with their own world, their own reason, their own stuff, while the boys all tended to follow basically the same script of either their Batman or their Batman sidekick, and they fight Joker.
Right.
Boys are stupid. Sorry about that.
And then they gave the toy to the other child. So they gave the Barbie to the boy and then the Batman to the girl. And the girl just kept doing the same thing with the Batman toy of Batman drinking tea, Batman going shopping, Batman doing the Barbie stuff, and the boys would try and invent some scenario like they have to protect Barbie now from T-Rex or something.
Right.
And so what this study basically found is that even at a young age, boys had like this rigorous structure in mind of like an object that they know. So obviously they're given a random object, they're going to invent something. But if they're given an object like Batman, they know what Batman's like, so they have this mental image of Batman, and when they're doing playtime with it, they don't deviate from what Batman's supposed to be doing. But girls would turn anything into their own story. It doesn't matter if it's with a Batman figurine or a Barbie figurine. They have their own story going on in their heads that's completely separate from whatever they're playing with.
I see.
Honestly, you could give like a little girl,
which
like,
is why it's
and like it would still happen.
Yeah, but which is why it's no surprise though that when women write stories, it's coffee shop Naruto, no power AU, where Naruto is a coffee shop owner and secretly part of the mafia, and Sasuke is a gay cop investigating him. You laugh, but we've covered that story before.
It's really funny.
And then guys typically are just like, I am going to write precisely the fandom that I just read with basically no deviation, except I'm there and I'm cool.
I don't really like self-inserts in fanfictions. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, well, it's kind of the.
Sorry, my phone was picking up your voice there. My apologies.
Basically, it is. So as much fun as I'll make fun of women for their story habits, self-inserts is basically the guy thing of fanfics because it's basically a universal constant that guys will read something and then be like, I'm going to fix this. I know better. This is how I would fix it. This is how I would, change things.
Listen, it's not even a fan fiction thing. It's literally something that's existed as long as we've had literature.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like guys
Alighieri,
just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, he literally wrote himself into basically his version of religious fan fiction, where all of the people he disliked were in hell for like sodomy and corruption, and then all the people he liked were either in limbo if they were like the Roman pagan poets he thought were based.
Yes.
Or they were in heaven if they were all of his then current day modern world political allies. It's
of course, yeah.
It's the equivalent of writing a story.
I drew myself as the Chad and you as the Chud.
I would say it's like I drew Donald Trump as the Chad God Emperor meme, and I drew you as like
the crying Wojak.
Basically.
Yeah. And I remember a tale of some priest was explaining the crucifixion of Christ to a steppe nomad, because he was like the chieftain of the clan or something, and the chieftain got really angry and like basically almost caused an incident with the missionaries, because the chieftain was like, well, how dare you let him be crucified? If I was there, I would have ridden in with my men and struck them all down.
Charlemagne did the same. Charlemagne leapt up off of his throne, and then after running around the room a few times, and I want you to imagine just like dude in full royal garments running around a room, declared that if he and his knights had been there, not only would they have saved Christ, but they would have killed all the Romans.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, talk about zero reading comprehension.
Well, yes, but like it's the peak guy thing of, well, if I was there, I would clearly have the answer and fix things.
I mean, yes. Also, just a reminder. The very first fanfiction response was French.
True.
Yeah. No. And I'm going to mispronounce this to make you angry. For Don Quixote, there was a guy who kept writing, basically fanfiction and sending it to the author, and the author got so sick of it, he wrote a fiction about Don Quixote finding and murdering this man for slandering him.
Wait.
That's really funny. He pretty much made it official. He made the fanfiction canon by including them. That's crazy.
No. I know what you're talking about. Because one of the books of Don Quixote references the story of Don Quixote as an in-universe book. I read this, got super confused about it.
Yep.
But he actually has like the Don Quixote in the book read the book Don Quixote, which is based off of the fanfic, and get super offended because he's like, "There's no way I would do any of that. It breaks the chivalric code," and like lists and
Yep.
I wrote my character slandering you. Fuck you. You are crying, Wojak.
But yeah, no, like it is right. It is the first recorded instance of a fanfiction response.
This is really funny.
I mean, depending on when Charlemagne happened. I mean, there's also the British Isles Arthur myth.
No, but none of those were a fanfiction response. Like,
oh no, Lancelot was. Oh, you mean like responding to fanfiction?
Yeah, responding. To someone responding to someone else, right? The author officially responding to someone's fanfiction, right? Yes, Lancelot is some of the first fanfiction.
The whole Arthurian cycle is just fanfiction of fanfiction of fanfiction of fanfiction.
Yeah.
But I mean that's literature in general.
Yeah.
Right. But to my point, the first one that we know of, at least right now, was how dare you butcher my character? I'm going to write my character beating you alive.
True.
Basically, yes.
I mean, if the modern day
don't have that context, it's very confusing. Even if you do have that context, it's like, what the fuck?
Actually, you bringing up the Arthurian legend reminds me of that one Welsh chronicle about a dude that gets turned into a wolf with his mind fully intact, mind you.
Yeah.
And then he runs off into the woods, finds a she-wolf, has a bunch of kids, is then found by his brother, who is also a king, coincidentally, who then helps
obviously.
him.
Just happens to be a king, eh?
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah,
as one does.
basically. Well, this is a Welsh chronicle. Everybody was a king. You controlled half a village and 3 cows. You're the petty king of something with too many syllables. So I just want to put this, like, he's a fully normal dude, had kids with a she-wolf, got turned back into a normal human, and then just moves all of his actual full wolf children into his castle. And one of Arthur's knights just meets him. And he's like, yeah, all that happened to me. And Arthur's knight is like, cool. What does that have to do with literally anything?
Arthur's knight. Thanks, man.
I think it was part of like some dinner time entertainment or something. And he literally ends the story with, haha, it was me. I'm the guy who was, boinking animals for several years. And,
all right, calm down there, Zeus.
Well, the funny thing is, his ex-wife turned him into a wolf because her lover convinced her to betray him and strike him with a magic wand made from a tree that it was prophesied that if this one specific king was struck in the head by this one specific sapling's magic wand, and you said the words, become a wolf with the mind of a wolf, he would turn into a wolf. But his wife was too lazy and just said, become a wolf. So he kept the mind of a man.
Amazing.
You guys got to read some medieval chronicles sometimes. That shit gets wild.
No. Oh, I know. Hey, I'm aware.
Yes, you should. They're genuinely hilarious. But if you want some stuff that's equally wild, A, I recommend just going to read Terry Pratchett. B, you can do better. Yeah. Like, just go read the Charlemagne fan fictions.
Yeah.
Which ones?
True.
Just anything. Alternately, go read, if you're really looking for some weird stuff, old Celtic legends. There's some weird shit.
I also appreciate the history of the word Mary Sue and where we even got that from.
Wasn't she like an ensign in a Star Trek fan fiction or something?
She was an obnoxious Star Trek fan who would kept... so back in the day, there was a Star Trek magazine, and they would post little one-shot stories that people wrote about like the characters. And she instead wrote about how she was the bestest, greatest, coolest, better than everyone else character that everyone loved a lot. And her name was Mary Sue. And she would always have the solution to every problem in the latest Star Trek episode. And she would always write like this like little blurb about how she would have totally avoided whatever problem was in the episode and stuff like that. And she would just flood the magazine with these chapters. And because the magazine was like, okay, well, we said we would publish the stuff that people sent us, so they did. Yeah, she basically created a serialized fanfic.
That's kind of crazy.
And that's where we got the term Mary Sue from. Everyone started really hating it because it was not only taking up slots from other people who were writing like genuine, I'm a fan of this. People were also arguing all the way back in the day that she clearly wasn't a fan of Star Trek if all she could say about Star Trek is I would do everything better and I'm better than everyone and everyone likes me because I'm better than them. She's clearly not a fan of the series then.
Yeah, that's very true.
And so, yeah, that's where the first Mary Sue stuff came from. Yeah. But
also, just to dunk on Purple for being French for a moment.
Of course, go ahead.
We want the famous VTuber to come back.
Yeah, she
in the
brings
hopes
an
of it
audience with
boosting
her.
our numbers.
But go ahead, dunk
I just
away.
want to remind you that in some of the Charlemagne stories, Astolfo unironically becomes an NTR hentai protagonist.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's part of his legend, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that's why fate changed nothing about him.
Basically. I also have one of the English translations. Sorry, I don't speak French anymore. Please forgive me for absolutely not holding on to those 4 agonizing semesters of college. I took French. But no, I have one of the English translations of one of the old French versions of the Arthurian cycle, and I remember reading that when I was about 13, and it was actually quite a bit shocking because in it they're discussing courtly love and also what the acceptable remedies for heartbreak and courtly love happen to be. And let's just say it wasn't very nice to the peasant ladies involved.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, do tell. Share.
Not on Twitch.
No.
Right. Then.
No, I think it was the death of Arthur. And I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I speak French like an American.
Do it. Offend her.
It was like Le mot de Arthur, something like that. But I pronounce everything like an American. But no, serious question though. What was that?
If you could write it, maybe I would understand.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, the Legend of Zelda crossover community is honestly painful. Legend of Zelda Ninjago.
What did you just say to me?
Ninjago. It's the Lego Ninjas series.
Okay. No. I thought you said Chicago, and I was extraordinarily confused.
Legend of Zelda Chicago. Oh, damn. He's joining the Crips. Ninjago.
Link, you've got to be very careful in this section of the hood.
Link's got that gat.
It's dangerous. Here, take this. Just a fat-ass one.
It's just a blunt. It's not even a weapon. It's the never-ending blunt.
Basically, man. Everybody knows potheads ain't got money. That's why they're always begging other people for it.
That's true.
That's because they spent all their money on pot.
Basically, man.
A young 16-year-old named Lloyd Franklin is pushed into an adventure beyond his world. In Hyrule, the hero has gone down with grave injuries and requires his 100-year slumber. With the help of Lloyd and his newly acquired Omnitrix, the hero named Link will have the assistance he needs to save the world. Wow.
Classic self-insert.
Yeah, pretty much. Literally, as I just said earlier, peak guy fanfic. If I was there with the Omnitrix, I would fix everything.
Honestly, I think The Legend of Zelda, especially with the some of the more recent games, probably is one of the easier to cross over fandoms. But I don't think anything's gonna compare to those old GameCube games. It was Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. For me, that's
Ocarina of Time best game,
honestly. The most prized possession I own is the special edition GameCube game disc that has a bunch of the old Zelda games on it.
Yeah, and it has the demo for Wind Waker too, right?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I have that in the garage right now. It's in a plastic container.
So unfortunately, I was not able to finagle my way into getting a copy of Path of Radiance or the even harder to get Radiant Dawn. But that's what the high seas are for. Real talk.
True.
If for some reason someone in this chat has a copy of Path of Radiance for Fire Emblem or Radiant Dawn, go on eBay and you can make yourself a few $100 really freaking quick.
Yeah.
Beyond to explain what I know of that particular bit of, I guess you can call it history at this point. Shit was like 30 plus years ago. She was just really, really annoying and really, really preachy. And fandom back then was still very much the sort of thing where people gatekept aggressively. So
Yeah.
she
Like,
just...
a female person writing female fantasy in like male space is also like a taboo.
Well, I mean,
No,
yes, but
it's
no.
not taboo. Sneaky, can I take this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nerdy guys worship women. They will do literally anything for a crumb of a woman's attention.
True.
But they don't know how to just treat women like people a lot of the time.
Very much so.
And so they don't know how to interact with a girl, especially back in the day. Back in the 90s and early 2000s when geek culture, so to speak, was not mainstream, it was not popular, it was not acceptable. You still got your ass beat. You still got fucking head thrown into a locker.
Lamaho.
Yeah. Not as bad as Japanese schools, but they can get pretty bad.
Yep.
Guys just had no experience talking to women. And so whenever a woman came into a guy's space, this was still kind of really big in certain other niche communities. Nerd credentials here. For a short period of time, I was really into folk music. There's a few very famous female musicians in folk music circles, hugely disproportionately popular because they're women.
Yes.
And so you get these guys who don't mean anything by it, but they come off as so creepy and so awkward. And then women go, why are you being creepy and awkward? I'm not really here for this. And then guys don't know how to handle that. They freak out. It becomes an issue. So women are almost universally, outside of a very few specific places, welcome in most nerdy spaces, so long as they stay discreet. It becomes a problem when it causes tension in the group. Especially when one of the nerds gets a girlfriend and all of a sudden...
No. I would say it doesn't even have to be that one of them gets a girl. One of them can think that this one is his. Like, that's
or even worse, you're in a D&D group and the DM is crushing on one of the people in the group who is a girl, and they proceed to have roleplay NPC sex with them and forcing everyone else to listen to it, and the girl's really fucking awkward about it. She did end up marrying him, fair enough, but...
I was not
I'm so sorry.
I was not the girl in question, but...
I'm sorry.
Wasn't the Star Trek fandom one of the most notorious yaoi havens? Yes, 100%. It wasn't the fact that women were very not allowed to write or anything. It was straight up just Mary Sue has such a god awful attitude and was so stuck up and such a bitch to everyone that everyone just collectively hated her, and she constantly would shit all over Star Trek, which is why people hated her. When you're in a Star Trek fandom, the one thing you don't do is shit on Star Trek.
Yeah, well, I mean, and like, right to Alvor's point, like, one of the most valuable things for me was finally hitting like college and coming back home and finding out my brother had a girlfriend, and it's like, cool. I know how to interact with this specific individual, and that helped me learn how to socialize like around women and just fucking be a normal person. Like, it was sad it took me that fucking long, but like it was something that, you know,
I was always able to act normal around girls. However, normal for me is not normal for everyone else.
I was about to say, you just behaved the exact same way, which
exactly.
is an asshole.
No, I wasn't overtly an asshole to most women. Just people I considered friends because they would sit there and take it.
Well,
no, but
you were bonding. You were shit testing them to see whether they could get your wavelength, because either they would and they wouldn't take offense, or they couldn't, and then you just couldn't click with them. It's a shit test.
Much.
It's different than being shitty.
That's one way to find out if a relationship.
But no, I mean generally it's just like, yeah, I would just like fucking I met Atin on the bus because he was talking about Dota with Nose, and then I was just like, oh yeah, that fucking patch, wasn't that fucking awful? just out of nowhere, just sat down, was like, that patch sucked.
And of course, we're just like, yeah, the patch is pretty bad.
But yeah, I didn't have a problem interacting with people, so I used to interact with people really just generally across the board. So, but no, it was always very frustrating. But the real thing that pisses guys off when it comes to women in their air quotes spaces.
Well,
is
no.
when
Let's be clear though, it's not a woman specific thing.
It's not a woman's. No, it's not a woman specific thing, but it is with a guy. So say a new guy comes into the card shop. Everyone else is a regular at the card shop. The new guy comes in, starts shit talking everyone, starts shitting on the deck, starts insulting the card shop. Guys generally are going to tell him to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
If a girl comes in and starts shitting on the card shop, the guys will start making excuses. They'll be like, oh, well, she just needs to come here more. Oh, but, they'll fall over themselves to make excuses for her to a certain point. Until she rejects everyone in the card shop. Then, once she's rejected everyone, then they're no longer making excuses for her. But until that point, they do. They'll make caveats, they'll make cutouts, they'll make excuse after excuse after excuse. We can drop this mechanic.
Not my card shop.
Okay, well, it was an experience for me very frequently, and where I had a guy mostly group, and then a girl joined the group, and then everything in the group changed because the girl joined, and everyone just started allowing the girl to do anything that she wanted in the group because she was a girl.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, man.
You guys need to have Orf on one time and ask him to explain what happened to his IRL D&D group.
Oh, I'm aware. He told us.
We already know about that.
Yeah, he
Pretty
told us.
Funny.
Yeah. It was funny, but still, it's just like, yeah, men can hang around like each other for hours and not even know each other's names. Yeah, I don't know anyone's names from the card shop. No idea who they are. No idea where they live, where they worked, what they went to school for.
No, not important.
Talked to them for 4 years. Don't know anything about them.
Yeah. Listen. Go ahead, Max.
Right.
Max?
Yeah. Am I coming through?
Yeah, you're coming through.
Now you are.
I thought you were choking on something there, man. Don't need you to die on screen.
I was agreeing. Like,
yeah,
you see it all the time, especially in tabletop stuff. Like, there are some guys that I talked with last year at the narrative that actually did remember me.
Oh, cool.
Still didn't introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, you're the guy that does the. Yeah, you're the guy that does the thing. Yeah.
Like,
who's he? He's the guy that does the thing.
No. Like,
one dude there because I really loved his work, but he was the only one.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be clear. There are multiple people at that event that I recognized and that I specifically went out of my way to be like, hey, man, I remember you from last year. It's great to see you again. I'm glad you're back. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's great to see you too. I'm glad you're back. I don't know their names. They don't know my name.
And they never will.
But guess what?
Every skit that I see on YouTube about guys being guy friends is always just like, oh my god, so true. I didn't even know Atin's name for like the first year.
Oh, no, I have one better. So, right, I met Sneaky on the bus, right? And we were chatting about Dota. And it's like, oh, yeah, I live in this building. We found out we lived on opposite ends of the building, right? And I don't know if you remember this, Sneaky, but we actually exchanged phone numbers.
Yes, we did.
To get on to each other's Steam, to make sure that, like, Steam and, be like, how you going to play Dota, all that jazz, right?
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
However, we did not exchange names with each other.
Yeah.
And now I entered him in my phone as that Dota guy. And it was not until several years later when at some point, because here's the thing, we exchanged phone numbers and we used those numbers, I think, twice, Sneaky?
Yeah, just to get the Steam account, and then we just kind of talked to each other through Steam.
Yeah, but it wasn't until multiple years, I mean at least 4 years later, at some point, I think it was because you were doing like your cross-country trip.
Yeah.
When we,
that's right, yeah.
We're like, oh, okay, yeah, we should give each other our phone number now. And I started entering your phone number. And it came up as an entry. And that was when I adjusted it to his real name.
I had him as House MD in my phone. I was like, oh, he looks like House a little bit. So I was like, yeah, it's House MD.
He looks like House? Are you serious?
A little bit.
A little. I will say, it has gotten significantly worse as I've gotten older because, now, I'll be clear, my driver's license photo is the absolute worst.
God, my driver's license photo is just the worst picture of me possible every single time.
Yeah.
I mean,
my latest one from Vermont looked like I was just coming off of a cocaine addiction.
Oh, mine looks.
Soon more coming off.
Max just saw.
I never came down
recently.
from one.
Mine looks like either I am 2 days, like it's been 2 days since someone beat the hell out of me and gave me multiple black eyes, or that I haven't slept in 6 months.
Yeah, his driver's license is not flattering.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody's is, but mine is particularly bad. But
it was just like the fates conspired against me for mine, and where like I got sick, I had stuffed sinuses, medicine wasn't working, I couldn't sleep because I was coughing constantly, so I just looked like the most haggard fucking person in existence. My cheeks were puffy, my eyes were bloodshot, and the picture just made it worse. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I hope I never get pulled over.
What I found out from that driver's license photo is that my glasses are doing a lot of work in keeping me from looking like the most sullen, pissed off individual in existence.
Sad.
I believe that, yeah. I believe that.
Because I think it was only once that you saw me with my glasses off, and you asked me if I was going to kill someone.
Yes, I did.
To be fair, what was that? The action movie with the guy that played Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul. Was it Nobody?
Yeah,
I think.
You have a face kind of like that classification of white guy faces. I could see the difference between, okay, glasses on, normal guy, glasses off. I'm gonna go shoot someone now.
Wait, have you seen my face?
Yeah, you shared a picture with the...
That's right. I did.
Yes, you did.
Fucking... Sorry.
I love how shocked you sounded by this revelation.
I just forgot that I shared
it's how little we share with each other. Wait, you have this?
Yeah, look.
Sorry about that. A bug just sent it from the ceiling on me.
Amazing.
How long have we known each other? 3 years, Atin?
3?
Yeah, 3 to 4 years.
Might be going on 4.
Yeah.
Might be going on 4. So I don't need to know your name. I have been Noodle's editor for like almost 6 years. I don't know his name, mostly because I can't pronounce the nonsense that is his name.
But yeah,
it's something like
again,
that.
I listen. I refer to Nose as Nose.
Yeah.
Almost nonstop. I know
Yeah.
his real name. I can call him by his real name. I know Max's real name. I know Sneaky's real name. But I just default to their handle because that's what I know him at. Well,
yeah.
To be fair,
Well,
in the
not with
case of
those.
Max, in the
Not
case
with
of
those.
Max, he does share a name with my sibling.
That's true.
So, it's much easier for me to refer to him by Max, and it's funny because my parents also know you as Max.
Yeah, it's great too, because my handle means that I get a very quick, normal nickname.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the all meet for birthdays thing was like a special one-off.
Yeah, no, that was a special thing. We only did that once.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I would
no,
say,
you pinged the correct person.
yeah.
I was
We
there.
did that.
I broke
Once.
that machine.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you
It
we
was
had to walk away.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't figure out that was you guys, because I probably would have been charged for that.
Yeah.
Okay, in our defense, that machine looked like it had seen better days before we showed
In
up.
our defense, you cannot
unquestionably.
simply put an axe-throwing machine into an arcade and expect adult men to behave soundly around it.
Oh, very true. But yeah, no, the birthday thing was like specifically it was my 30th, and I specifically went and I actually rented. I didn't rent out the arcade, but I specifically bought a bunch of stuff for the arcade. And before I did this, I want to be clear. I asked my friends if they would be willing to come out for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I feel like
let's be clear, people. If you plan a major event, A, you plan it in advance, and B, you clear it with the fucking people you're inviting. Like,
yeah, right. You
can
just
you make this?
come up to the event and be like,
will
"Hey,
say,
can you come?"
I do like that I probably had the best reaction out of your parents. Like, so how did you get here from the airport? Oh no, I drove. What? Yeah, I drove 8 hours from Ohio. Huh, I thought you were from Georgia. Yeah, I drove 12 hours from Georgia to Ohio to visit family, and this is a side trip. It's just like,
It's insane.
No, that's a day trip. I've driven 8 hours round trip in a day to visit family in Atlanta before.
I mean, I drove 12 hours up to Ohio because I wanted to visit family, and it happened to fall in the same week its birthday was. So I picked a random 2-day period where I drove 8 hours to Chicago, stayed the night, and drove 8 hours back.
I am chemically stable, indeed.
I'm saying
yeah, that was
8 hour.
That was an introduction, yeah.
But it was funny because Sneaky and Nose had flown in. They'd been picked up by the families by his family, and then I just show up. It's like, yeah, because I don't go on planes.
Atin's brother introduced himself to us as, "Hi, I'm chemically stable."
Well, it was, "Hi, I'm named." There was like 30 seconds of talking.
No, what it was Sneaky asked him, "Oh yeah, hi X, how you doing?" And the response was,
"Yeah, I'm chemically stable." Yeah.
And everyone
we
was
gave
like,
him so much
what?
shit for that.
But that's so base, though. Like, what?
No.
Proliferated in this Discord for a reason. We all, as funny as it is, it's a great answer.
Oh yes, yeah, that is a great answer.
Yes. However, you have to understand, my sibling. How do I say this?
He also gave us really weird handshakes.
He's
not chemically stable.
I mean, he's not, but like
only an unstable person would say that.
Oh well, yes, but like, how do I explain this?
You can trust me. I am chemically stable today.
Yeah.
I say this. He's my brother. I love him, and I say this in the nicest way possible. His entire aura is awkward, affable nerd.
Yeah.
No, like you don't understand. Like,
yeah, I
he
remember
can just
the pictures
go
you
up
posted
and
of
start
him.
talking to people, and they just go with it.
Yeah, he sort of just has the happy vibe because it was the Christmas pictures, I think, and the dude was holding up a wrap present. He was just like ear to ear grin, just happy to be doing family stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a very affable fella.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing I do think your brother should do is I do think he should shave his head completely.
Oh yes, very much. I have been trying to convince him of that.
Yeah.
But I also keep my head completely shaved as is. But so that's neither here nor there.
I keep trying to sell it to him as the Luther look.
The Luther look.
Lex Luthor, billionaire, global sincere.
If you can get him to fix some of the scruffiness of the facial hair that he had, he could pull it off.
But that's what I'm like. I tell him, I'm like, you can do it, bro. You can actually do it.
Just start introducing yourself as Lex.
Like, just start introducing. Listen, get a good suit. Introduce yourself as Lex.
If anyone asks, it's short for Lexington. That's unironically a person's name.
Oh no, I'm saying he has to role play as Lex Luthor. I'm just saying, just nickname yourself Lex, and people will just go with it. They will.
Yeah,
trust me.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what else we got going on here. We got a Legend of Zelda Dragon Prince, Legend of Zelda SCP.
Oh no. Okay, well that's gonna be
which SCP? No. That could work, but also
Link, having defeated Majora's Mask and freed Termina from its web, continues to search for Navi when fog rolls in and a door appears, and now Link is in a strange world different from and SCP Foundation. Take notice, what do goddesses have?
Is it trying to do the staticky weird font thing?
No, it's just the author's retarded. That is a wall of text without a single period.
Gotcha.
I see.
I think my big issue with the SCP stuff is because I got hooked on that stuff back and it was just a 4chan thing.
Yeah.
Is this a microcosm of fan fiction in a nutshell, where it's a sea of just absolute feces with hope diamonds buried down there?
I mean, SCP is actually a really good example of what happens when you don't gatekeep. Because, like, you basically have a dated historical text of the history of SCP because of the wiki and how everything is numbered. And it is quite literally, you start at the first ones, and the first ones are like, oh yeah, shit, this is good. Like, the first 100 are just, like, fucking bangers. And, like, the next couple 100 are like, yeah, you kind of got some misses, you got some hits, and you're like, yeah, this is pretty good still. And then you get past 1,000. And everything past 1,000 starts getting a little sketchy. It starts getting a little recycled, starts getting a little, oh, my guy is this guy, but better than that guy. It starts getting, lower quality. And then after, like, was it 2,000 or 3,000? That's around the same time that the SCP Foundation changed their logo to a pride flag. And it's also around the same time we started getting SCPs. Like, one of them was a meteor that was gay that posted on Tumblr. That's it.
Also, that's when the grooming scandal started as well.
Yes, that is also when the grooming scandal came out.
I'm not saying there's any relation. All I'm saying is there was like 3 or 4 major ones.
Yeah.
To the point it still affects the fandom to this day, and there's like 2/3 of the site's articles that have like the touch of people associated with that kind of thing.
Yeah. The grooming. So SCP had this whole grooming thing where a lot of the older individuals in the fandom were grooming children. Yeah. And then
there's literally no other way to put it. It was literally just straight up that.
Yeah.
They were basically using moderator access to, I think it was look at user profiles and then use that to find people. And they were then
It was
bad and it was prolific.
Yeah.
It's also
and then they would also slander people that were trying to expose them constantly, and like they would ban them.
This was
and
a group
like
of moderators that were wielding unrestricted power, and they had built up a lot of cachet within the community that they then used to defend themselves.
There was also shit they would do, like using their moderator powers to retroactively edit posts that the people made on the website, and to make them look like they said things they didn't.
Stealth edits are a thing for a reason, but no. I think the SCP Foundation is also, just as a collection of stories, a great example of when too many new people come in going, I want to make this thing my thing.
Yep.
And instead of keeping it relatively tight, almost like a creepypasta in data file form, they tried to go, here's my epic thing, here's my awesome thing, here's my over-the-top collection of interconnected articles that actually have like its own internal universe, and there's like 6 or 7 of them, and there's like Oberon and Titania versus the Crimson King, and no, stop.
Yeah.
Scary picture, weird containment protocols, keep it tight.
Yeah. Yeah, it is very much that, and it was a 2-sided destruction of the Foundation. I mean, you have the classical girl thing of I'm going to insert myself into this, and then people not wanting to say anything about it.
Yeah. Oh, also, Alvor, I need you to back me up here. When I say that my sibling has the correct shaped head,
he does have
for
a correct
shaving
shaped
his
head.
head bald. I am not.
Yes.
It's not a phrenology thing, okay?
No, it's 110% phrenology. He has a pair of forceps. He is measuring the digits in the man's skull.
If you measure his skull is perfect.
No, his brother looks just sort of like, he's very thin. Well, I don't want to say very thin. It sounds like he's underfed, but he's thin. He's tall.
Well, I mean, compared to everyone he was around.
Yeah, well, certainly, but
no, yeah, his brother can very much pull off get him a pinstripe suit and he'll pull it off perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
It really goes to show the standards they had on site was none. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
but then there's like, I don't want to leave guys out on this one. So guys then had the major issue of basically it was the Chad, the wannabe Chad logic of I'm going to enter into a new group. So, but to enter into this new group and gain instant friends, I am going to one up everyone else previously, so everyone will be wowed and amazed by my entry.
The Able article is probably the best example of that, because the Kane stuff was very well done, but the Able article was very much a case of no. He'd get locked in a tiny extra dimensional box for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Because that's what the Foundation does.
Yeah.
And the thing is some of my favorite articles were stuff like the wooden chair that got destroyed by the Global Occult Coalition. That was a really good one. It was literally just a magical wooden chair that was super comfortable, and if you ever needed a chair, it would magically show up and let you sit in it. Well, the Global Occult Coalition are known as the book burner in universe because they destroy anomalies whenever they find them. Good, bad, doesn't matter. They destroy them. They tried to throw this chair into a wood mulcher. It destroys it. Now you have magical teleporting wood fragments that are not restricted in where or how they teleport, that you've just severely harmed, and it's now manifesting inside people's throats, choking them to death because it's a magical artifact.
Yeah.
And so what does the Foundation do? The Foundation spreads it as lawn mulch. And they have a couple D-class personnel that walk past it every day that talk about how that's really great lawn mulch. It's really doing a wonderful job. That's wonderful. And it keeps the lawn mulch happy, and the lawn mulch doesn't choke people to death anymore. Because that's the Foundation.
Yep, that is the Foundation.
And then also the Foundation is, yes, we have to perform exactly 8 human sacrifices every 8 days, and 8 hours, and 8 minutes, and 8 seconds in this exact way, or something bad will happen. What's that bad thing? We don't know what it is, but it's bad. Also, one time, I think it's the Dragon Egg one, where there's like a demon or something that's going to get out, and there's nothing the Foundation can do to stop it. And so one of the guards at the site actually runs away instead of standing to fight to the death. And one of the other guards just immediately turns around, executes him commissar style, and gets back into the gun line. That was a great story, especially because it ends up, well, that demon's been chalked in there for like 5,000 years. It's been starved to death forever and ever. Nothing happened. And it's one of those moments of where the story hypes it up as this absolute D-Day, everything's going to go down, we've got to be ready to either do or die, and the Foundation basically realizes, oh, we didn't understand anything about this.
Yeah.
We were basically guarding an empty box because we didn't understand how the box worked, what was inside of it, and that there was something in there that needed to be fed.
Well, needed to be fed as in needed to be fed to keep its strength up, which they didn't want it to have its strength up, so it's a good thing they didn't open the box in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. And that's usually how the Foundation...
And I always did appreciate it. I always did appreciate that about the Foundation and the lore for them, is that would they try to investigate things? Yes. But if it's like a closed box, and they're like, yeah, we shouldn't open this. And then they just wouldn't. It's like, all right, well played, guys. Well played. Good. You didn't do the stupid horror movie thing. And then sometimes they do the stupid horror movie thing, but they're like, we're reasonably sure this won't massively backfire, and if it does, it's only going to backfire on people we don't care about.
Which is what the D-class are there for.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes it's, if we don't try this thing, innocents are going to suffer in a way that is beyond the pale. Ethics committee memes aside, there were, for a very good reason in a lot of the early stuff, it was like, hey, this mimetic curse causes children to mass drown themselves when they graduate from high school for whatever reason. We need to stop this now.
Yeah.
And they have reasons for doing what they do. Also, actually, my favorite one, the Devil's Desk. It's the one where they have an accountant sit down at the enchanted or cursed desk or whatever, and gets haggling with the demon possessing the desk. And they haggle for so long, the accountant passes out at the desk before the deal can be finished. And when he wakes up during his debriefing, he says his only regret was that he didn't have a copy of the legal notes he'd taken during the discussion, and so they just poof into being on the desk with like a little sticky note that says, "Have this one for free."
Okay.
The demon apparently had so much fun with them that it was haggling, bargaining, that here, have a freebie. But it was, I think that was one of the better ones that showed the Foundation towing the ethical line,
right?
Because they had to, they had a
just
class
back
individual.
into.
What was that?
Alright, say your goodbye, Purple.
What did I just walk back into? I gotta stop walking away to take care of the dog for 5 minutes at a time.
You walking away to take care of the dog is the most dangerous thing on this podcast.
Every single time you walk away and take care of that damn dog.
Good night,
Good night,
Purple.
Purple.
It's actually been
Good
a
night.
pleasure having you on.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
We hope you show back up, but we understand if you don't.
Yeah, it's like an awkward time for me.
Yeah, France.
Shut up, Megan.
Good night. And nice to meet you and talk over you, I suppose.
Indeed. That's the best part of
I mean,
this
we do that on
podcast.
everybody on this show.
Fuck you, fuck all of you. I hate you guys. Bye bye.
Later.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh. It is
Anyway.
10:30.
Yeah, it is 10:30. Yeah, we'll wrap
Yeah,
this
it's
up here.
9:30. I gotta go too.
Anyways, if I were to ever write anything for the SCP Foundation, first I'd post that article of mine I made forever ago. It was a picture of that really red British dude, and I forget what it's called, where you produce too many red blood cells, and so his article is literally just about how they found a guy with magic infinite blood.
Hypertrophy.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like I think one of my favorite like weird biology things is the dude who it's like auto brewery syndrome or whatever. A dude who literally makes booze inside of himself.
That poor dude.
Yeah.
But like he had to do he had a huge problem because he had to get a doctor's note of like, I am not drunk. I am not driving under the influence. I literally always produce alcohol.
Well, it's like, well, technically speaking, he is constantly drunk, and he is driving under the influence, but you can't hold him responsible for it because, well,
he has no choice.
He has no choice. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not making a decision to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just linked a story to you that is horrendous.
I saw the title. Like, first of all, we're starting off with low rule.
Yeah.
Which is, I just, like, okay, look, there's nothing wrong with low rule. In fact, the, A Link Between Worlds, I want to say, that's actually it's a fine game. And the making yourself 2D mechanic, it's a fun little callback. Like, it's fine. But
no,
it's just
there is a spelling error in the very first sentence of the summary.
Yeah.
No, bad.
Yeah. Don't worry. The dialogue and the writing is not any better. Yeah.
Well,
so anyway, yeah.
I've got work in the morning. I will see you guys around. Thank you for having me on, like always.
Yeah, we're gonna close this out.
Yes.
No worries, man. Take care.
Hey, Purple, go to sleep. We appreciate you listening. Go to sleep.
But yeah, this is where we close out for the night at our whopping normal average time. Totally seriously, for real. This is definitely not beyond what we normally do. 4-hour podcast. But
hey, come on, we only went for 3:42.
True. Yeah. But on Fridays there is always more, and it does always.